today I'm going to discuss about the organization structure. Okay. Once you know now, you already understand the some of the warehouse layouts and terminology, you gained it. Okay. So I'm not going to back to that again. Okay. Now we'll jump into organized structure. Okay. If at all, if I want to perform EWM activities in SAP, what are the prerequisites for me? Okay. And when I can start EWM, when I can do configuration of EWM. Okay. The prerequisite for us is first, there should be S4 organized structure should be established. Okay. If there is no S4 organized structure, we cannot perform any warehouse activities because there is a direct linkage between the S4 and EWM. Okay. Here I'm referring as a S4 or ERP. Sometimes ERP or S4 is the both in a sense is the same. Okay. If it is the ECC, we call it ERP, and since it's the embedded since it's the S4 system, we call it the S4. Because as you know that S4 and what are the components relying? You have a finance, you have a sales, you have a sourcing and procurement, and so on. Okay. Since you are working as an embedded system, okay. So since we are working as an embedded system here, we'll discuss more on that. Okay. I don't want to go in one. I want to go like step by step rather than jumping into everything in one side. Okay. So if at all I wanted to perform S4 supply chain, as I said, our EWM is a part of supply chain. Okay. If I wanted to perform S4 EWM, so I should have some kind of S4 system, right? So what kind of, I should have a finance should be established, and the sales should be there, and manufacturing if I'm doing anything in a production side. Because sourcing is mandatory, because sourcing and sales and finance is important for me, because I need to perform my inbound, outbound activities. When I'm going to use manufacturing orders, production orders, then I should have a bare minimum manufacturing configuration also. Okay. So who is going to do finance and sales, sourcing in a real time? So unless, somebody, these are the prerequisites. So first, any greenfield implementation project, assume that if the greenfield is a brand new, previous company, some ex-company, they do not have SAP, they have some other different softwares, that's called legacy systems. Okay. And when you are going for greenfield project, first they will understand the complete business of that ex-company. And they will discuss and we have two people. Who is that? Implementation partners. Who are the implementation partners in the world as of today? If you see example, like I can say Infosys, TCS, Deloitte, Tata, okay, Tech Mahindra, okay. There are so many companies, even Deloitte in that sense. Okay, there are so many companies. But just if we name a few of the companies, they are the biggest, even including SAP as well. Okay. Assume that I am going to implement some ex-company. Some ex-companies are producing some of the, maybe some manufacturing in company where they are producing some engines, power engine components, or they are producing parts, all the engines, big massive engines. Okay. If that ex-business company having a manufacturing industry, and they have several plants, and they have offices located around the globe, and so definitely, you have to define as a company, right? First of all, in a SAP, any firm, they should have a company. They should define as a company, and you should company code should be there. Company code is a legal entity in a SAP. In a company code is a legal entity in SAP. So without company code, you cannot proceed in. So who is going to do all this creation of the company code and the company is the part of the finance. Okay, is a part of the S4 finance. The finance people is going to work. As I said, we can divide into two roles. One is the implementation partner. One is some ex-company we are going to implement it. So there is a one-to-one relation always. Okay, there is a one-to-one relation. Just bring one notepad, please. There is some ex-company. Okay, ex-company, this company, and there is the implementation partner. The implementation partner, as I said, some of the companies I mentioned. Okay, so here implementation who are involved. Okay, all are SAP guys, right? SAP Finance.
Naidu, sorry to interfere. You can use a whiteboard instead of this, right? To writing.
No, it's fine. I'm comfortable this one.
No,
Okay.
but for us, for me, it's not able to understand properly like what you're writing. It's because it's
No, forget, just I'm talking right there, so don't worry about that. Just I'm giving some overview on that. Okay, I can type it, but it's fine. I don't want to go much detail on this one. Just few words if I talk, so it helps for you. Okay, and also SAP Finance, and also SAP, as I said, SAP MM. Okay, MM guys, material management guys, and also SAP. Okay, and the sales guys. Okay, we can call it the SD, even SD also, and EWM consultants. Okay, SAP EWM consultant. Okay, and also SAP, okay, TM consultant, just if in case is a TM also. Like that, there are so many things. Okay, this implemented part, maybe you can say the lights for that case, or TCS, or so the infosys, just example I'm taking. Okay, even cognizant. So this X company, they do not have a SAP, but they are using some legacy system. So that's a brand new, and so you are going to implement greenfield implementation. So from the scratch, you are implementing SAP. So this implementation part, they are the functional consultants. Okay, these are the functional consultants. Okay, apart of the functional consultant, I will add as a SAP basis consultant also. Okay, for all the IT setups and all, basis consultant. And also I will add another one, the SAP. Okay, ABAPers. Okay, who develops the programs? You changes programs. These guys are functional, technical consultants. Okay, these basis and ABAPers are the technical consultants, and the rest I can call the functional consultant, FC, functional consultant. Okay, these guys, implementing partners, is going to work with finance guys. Okay, finance guys in the company X company. They're the finance. These guys we call as the business users. Okay, business users. Just I use short term business users or end users. Okay, end users. Any X company, they will identify a couple of people, because finance, so there are so many teams there, but they will identify a couple of people who is responsible for providing all the information to our implementation guys. Okay, functional consultants. So FI finance guy is going to deal with the SAP finance guy in SAP functional consultant. And the same thing for MM, there is a purchasing group, purchasing organization. They work with the SAP MM because it's the sourcing and procurement. And the sales, they work with the sales org in the company of sales org. Okay, couple of people they will involve. Okay, SAP, they will provide all information to the sales guys. For sourcing related, they will work with the MM consultant, finance. And also EWM, same warehouse related. So the company represent a couple of warehouse people. Okay, so here also a warehouse supervisor or somebody like that. Okay, so they work, SAP EWM guys will work directly warehouse supervisor or warehouse couple of people, warehouse operators. Generally warehouse supervisors, they are going to work. So because we need all the requirement, right? So we need all the how many, assume that a brand new, as I said, how many doors they have, how many staging they need, how many bins they need. Okay, how is inbound is working, current process, and you need to understand as is process. That's what current means, as is process. Okay, as is means as it is, how current process is working. Okay, how we can map this as is process into our EWM system, whether their inbound process, it meets our as per our SAP processes or inbound process. And is there any additional thing we need to do? Okay, so if anything is there is a gaps is there. Okay, gap. So we capture the gaps. Anything is there, gaps, that so that we can do some enhancements for that business. Okay, so you understand, you collect all the information from here. So one-to-one relation they'll work. Okay, and also cross function. Sometimes we work for cross function also. So EWM consultants will work for sometime MM guys and the SD guys, because we may some requires for deliveries and all these things. And we may not work with the finance, but especially finance and an MM, they work all together, finance MM, because they have to establish some of the function accounts. And also same finance and SD guys for FI and MM integration and FI and sales integration. Okay. And also SAP TM and EWM. So there is a interface between the EWM guys and TM guys, because we need to establish the relation. Okay. If it's a manufacturing, SAP manufacturing, there again is a PPM, right? So again interface between the EWM guys with the SAP manufacturing guys. manufacturing. This, I mean, just I'm giving few light. I'm throwing some light on this one. So this is like, you need to divide your roles is a very important. Okay. So business users mean they are the ex companies. Okay. So once you implement everything, these people are going to use the regular operations. Okay. Finance guys. What finance guys are going to do? Okay. For example, when I create a physical inventory, they are going to post us. Okay. They will take off all the financial accounts, all invoice and everything they take care. And the purchasing guys, once you implement it, they use it, they can do purchase requisition, purchase orders, all they plan for that. And also material requirement. There's a MATCON team is also part of purchasing, MATCON, okay, material control team. Okay. So they look into all these things, material, how much material required, what basis, when we need. They will always plan for some schedules, which material is demand, when we need to get it from the supplier, okay, how to manufacture it. So all MATCON team is going to take care, material control team. Okay. And the sales guys, they do all the look after the customer orders. They see that customer orders and all the pricing, everything they take care for that. And the warehouse, all the warehouse guys look into all the inbound activities, outbound activities, physical inventory. Okay, how to perform inbound activities, outbound activities. All they do that. So once we set up, they are going to use the business. Okay, so we set up everything in a background configuration, but these people with the end users, they use just applications. Okay, straight away. This is a few lines, so if you are good on that, okay, ignore that. But if you don't know anything, just this one. Okay. Going back to this one. Okay, so now you know that any company, we need these some of the configuration required, if I want to do EWM. First, finance and law. Okay. Now come back to this this one. So this one is I divided into two. Okay, one is the S4 organized structure and the EWM organized structure. We need a company code. Is a company code is a legal entity, so finance is going to create it. Okay, and also in the plants and the storage locations is created by both guys. Okay, and or PP guys. Okay, production planning or manufacturing guys. They decide like how many plants they need, how many storage locations we need, and within that storage locations, how many we can go for IM-based locations, inventory management locations, and how many storage locations we can map into our warehouse. So that is a warehouse management locations. Okay, that's where we during the business, during implementation time, we will do all the workshops and we conduct workshops, and during that time you collect all the information. Okay, and then once you create a company code and plants and storage locations, okay, then you need to create a dummy warehouse. Okay, this the dummy creation of the dummy warehouse is the EWM. Okay, EWM consultant role. Okay, this is the creation of the dummy warehouse. Once we have all these things, then you create a dummy warehouse. Then you link it storage locations with a plant and all the relations. And similarly, and here in a EWM organized structure, you should create your warehouse number, and you should also maintain, okay, all the stock types available to groups and bins and everything. Everything EWM consultant is going to take care of this one. Okay, and see, to establish the relation between the EWM to S4 to EWM, there should have a dummy warehouse in a S4 system. Okay, this is the 3-digit number. This is the 4-digit number. Okay, this is the 3-digit number. That means you can put a 3-digit, maximum 3-digit. It allows the dummy warehouse. Whereas the number EWM warehouse number, it comes a 4-digit number. Okay, sir. Maximum 4 digits.
Hello.
Yeah, please.
Naidu sir, this is decentralized we are talking about, right? Or it is embedded we are talking, right?
I'm talking about only embedded. Irrespective of embedded, decentralized, the structure is remains same.
Okay.
Don't confuse it. That's what I will come that particular level, but you will know the difference. Don't worry. That's what I'm telling you. Don't panic. I have a lot of things to discuss. Okay. So my plan is very step by step so that you will understand. You will clarify all your doubts in your mind. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Because since we have already done one session, so exhaustive session we have done for Sastrageek. So we have proper planning, steps where we have to start so that, you will grab all the things. Okay. So as I said, this is a 3-digit code and this is a 4-digit code. Okay. So remember, in a EWM system, the storage location, we won't call it a storage location in EWM. We call it the availability group. How you are going to link it, our IM inventory management storage locations into EWM, how you map it into EWM. Okay, I just said, we will see that how many storage locations required for our warehouse. What is the best practice? Whether it is a 1 storage location is enough, or 2 storage locations enough, or 3 storage locations. It's all business depends, but I will give you best suggestions, like, bare minimum, whether 1 is required, 2 required, but we will discuss. But as I said, we never call any storage locations in the EWM system, but we convert storage locations into the availability group. Then that in turn we converted as a stock types and so on. So, okay, that is a difference. But how we map it, we will see that. And also we will warehouse. Once you define the warehouse, okay, once you define the warehouse, there is no physical significance of the warehouse. That is a 4-digit number. You should give us some kind of address for that. How do you give the address? Through the supply chain unit, we can give the address for that. Supply chain unit is a mandatory for configuration of the warehouse. Without supply chain unit, you cannot do so. What is the important supply chain unit? Supply chain unit, it gives that all receiving, all deliveries, all shipping point, all the doors, everything will define under the supply chain unit. Supply chain unit, it gives it's a physical validation of the location. Okay, through the supply chain unit, you can validate your EWM warehouse. Okay, and also supply chain unit, it gives the geographical location. Okay, address, the location address. Okay, so just a definition of the warehouse, there is no sense unless you assign supply chain unit to the warehouse. Then there is a meaning for that. Okay, so supply chain unit where you assign your address and the geographical location and all, like physical validation. Then under that you have something, if at all I need to define within the warehouse door, I want to represent the door, I want to represent the inbound receiving, I want to represent the warehouse, I want to represent the goods issue, I want to represent zone, location, so on. All these things are defined under this supply chain unit. This person supply chain unit will give the address for that locations. Okay, that is the meaning of supply chain unit. Without supply chain unit, you cannot do anything. Okay, we'll go more on that. Okay, so this is the layout. Okay, once we go one by one, then we will move further. Okay, and also we need, if I want to do a warehouse, not only supply chain unit, I should also some custodian is required. Yeah, okay, custodian. There is a custodian required for me. That means for that warehouse, there should be some legal person should be there. Okay, somebody should be represented there. Whether that person may be temporary or permanent is a material. But see, for example, you know that even our prime minister is a custodian for our country. He's not a permanent, right? He's a custodian. On behalf of during the tenure, he is a custodian. He will act everything. He can take all the decisions. Similarly, for the plant or for the warehouse, there is a custodian is required. He is responsible for receiving the goods and delivering the goods and looking after all these warehouse activities. Means, like, under is the custodian only, it will happen all these things. Okay, so there should be some custodian. Okay, and also we call as a default party entitled in another name. Okay, so to give a meaning for your warehouse, you should have a supply chain in it. Without supply chain in it, you cannot do that. And also custodian is there. Then how do I create a custodian? Custodian is the individual, is a person. Okay, that person, as I said, today is there, that company is there, tomorrow somebody is there, because custodian is a temporary person. Okay, he will act on behalf of the company. So there is a transactions in our S4 where is called as a business partners. Okay, any individuals, any organization, I will be I will create as a business partner. Okay, how I can distinguish whether it is a custodian, whether it is a customer, whether it is a vendor, whether it is a supplier, or whether it is any banker or employee or so on. How do I know that? Because we have a certain roles in a business partner where you say that whether it is he is a supplier, whether he is a custodian, whether he is a customer or like employee, like that. There is certain rules are there. Using that rules, okay, you define all these customers and vendors and so on. But our focus at the moment is custodian. Custodian is also a person. So that person also you created as a business partner. And that person, because we have to give address for that. And also we have to specify this custodian is responsible for what plant. Then you have to define as a plant. And also there is a financial.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Entity is also assigned for that custodian. Okay, that's where we are going to do for that. Okay, so directly I will jump into SAP in screen now, because then we will start organized structure.
Mr. Naidu, in previous slide mentioned the interfaces, right? The embedded interface and this complex and large warehouses. Can you explain embedded and decentralized?
Yeah, can we discuss last after that? We will break it between that. After
Okay, sure. Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Thanks,
So,
Naidu.
hope you can see my SAP screen.
Yes.
Yeah, we can see login pad.
So once you see that there is you also similar, if you log in, you can see this screens, and also you can see SAP login here, and double click this one, then you will get like login 770, and this is our server is now at the moment is 2000. Okay, so all this thing information is there. Okay, 2021 server. Okay, Aman, is it right? Are you using 2021 or 22? Bhupender is there.
When we'll be getting access, server access? Bhupender or
Because I was under I thought it is a 2022. Because
it was 222 and everyone has access available. You just have to ask the support team.
That's Aman knows that, but why he didn't put 22? Because I'm going to work on 22 now. If I do every 21 again, I have to replicate that in here.
I see 2022 on my side. I'm a participant.
Maybe if somebody can call Aman and ask him to my login, add in 22. Meanwhile, I will explain embedded to decentralized. Okay, because I don't want to waste our time, because if I start 21, then I have to replicate 22. Okay, can you call somebody his number if you have a number? I will go through that other slides, couple of slides meanwhile. Okay. You can send a message if he's there. Sorry, he's looking. Okay, that's fine. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Somebody asked. Okay. Sorry, guys. Names I'm not recognizing, but soon I will recognize your names by voice. Just bear in mind. I like to call direct names. Okay. Somebody asked me the difference between the embedded and all.
Yeah, my name is Subramaniam Naidu.
Yeah, thanks, Subramaniam. Yeah, okay. Because I have some plan, so I don't want to enter directly. Okay, let's say the deployment. So we have, as we last time we discussed, but we didn't use much. Okay, we have a deployments. We have a 2 deployments in the SAP. Okay, whether you are going to use. Okay, this is the one thing as a EWM consultant. If it's a greenfield project, you need to explain. You need to prepare a full document on this one, like which is the best for them. Okay. Based on their volume of the warehouse and size, how much they do on a picks on a daily basis, how many waves they release it. Okay, what is the capacity? Is it 100,000? Is it 1,000? Is it 1 million waves they release it? 1 million picks they use it. You have to see that volume of the warehouse. How do you know volume? As I said, is like that number of picks. How many picks they do on the daily basis. How many number of waves they release that. That is the basis for that. It's not a volume and weight means it's a large volume means this is the sense. Okay, is based on the outbound deliveries. How many deliveries they receive it. Okay, on the particular day, how many waves they release, number of line items, how many they do picks, how many packs they do that. Okay, that is the size. It's based on the size. You can say that okay, this warehouse I can go for embedded or you can say that this is the embedded one, because where embedded you have every SAP product is sitting on the one location. I can say one box. Okay, whereas the decentralized, where you have EWM is a separate box and other S4 components like finance, sales, and it's sitting in the different. So to interface this one, we need an interface required.
Sir, did you share any screen? So we're not able to see yours.
Okay, sorry. Yeah. And you see, when is the embedded one, just I'm talking about the embedded one. When is embedded one, if you look at that, everything is one box, right? Everything is a one box.
Yeah.
Our EWM is there, and also all S4 components. Okay, all are sitting in the one box. So the flow is easy. I mean, it's like data flow from the sourcing and the sales, all like manufacturing, all okay, any purchase, any production orders. All it flows very easy between this because it is a single instance, you can say that. So there is no interface required in that fact. Okay, where we can use embedded one, it's a good for small warehouse data. Okay, small, as I said, small means what? Okay, that's what I said, is a number of ways. If you know the warehouse concepts, you know that how many picks and the day they perform it. See, I'm telling you, it is only outbound is the baseline for this selection. Is the outbound is there. It's not like is the inbound I can perform, I can receive hundreds of, is the basis for outbound. How many lines you pick on the day, how many lines they release, how many lines they packed. Okay, that is
Naidu, one quick question. Naidu, please. Hello.
Let me finish all. I can clear all the doubts. But what happened is one-to-one relation. It disturbs flow for me.
Yeah. Okay, no problem. I'll wait. Thank you.
So this is small, we can say the small warehouse, and it's like medium to large also is fine. It works for that. Okay, but there, as I said, right, there every approach, there is advantages. There is a merits and demerits is there. You can't say one method is the very best, another method is, but where you have to compromise it. Okay, whether here is what is advantage here. Okay, there is no interface. Interface means IT requirements will be may not much IT requirements required because you have to interface is not there. So you can save a lot of money in terms of IT interfaces there. Means we need a lot of setup, right, to connect between the systems. Means a lot of servers require so much. Okay, so you can save some money there. And also some of thing, advantages, disadvantages. Disadvantage, you say that when you do some announcements, during announcements or sometimes is a downtime, for example, if any downtime happened for some of the S4 system side, then it affects our the EWM system. Okay, because both are same system, right? So the downtime, okay, the problem is anything happen in the S4 system, it affects for this. This is another challenge for that. But as I said, in real time, it affects sometime, maybe 6 months time, one time, maybe sometime it happens, you can't say it won't happen, but that 1 or 2 times, it won't impact overall performance of a warehouse or, other businesses. It won't affect. Okay? It's all like, okay, but that's what, money is involved, remember, money involves and also risk involves and also volume of the warehouse. If it's a very, very high volume of the warehouse and also the warehouse is working 24/7, there shouldn't be any disruptions in the warehouse. Then we will suggest for that, go for the decentralized one. Where is the, as I said, it works a very larger warehouse data, very complex environment. It may be a combination of the use inbound receipts and also use outbound, okay, and also even production integration. Where is a good option is the decentralized, because even S4, sometimes S4 is a down because sometimes it happens, but still without affecting, okay, our warehouse operations, our warehouse still it works, no problem. Okay, that is the advantage of decentralized one. Okay, as I said, disadvantages is, as I said, interface require a lot of IT requirements involves here, money involves here. Okay, same time advantage is there. And also during any announcements, we can easily do that. Okay, without any effect and all, we can do that. Okay, because if you do any announcements here, and again it affects between this system, the same instance. Okay, any announcement, if at all you want to do that, but doesn't mean that you can't do announcement. You can do even embedded. We do a lot of announcements in there. A lot of changes we do that, because every change we go for a change board. Okay, I'm adding another term. Any changes after implementation, anything you want to go, it should undergo the change board. Okay, the change board they are the boss. They will decide whether the change will be applicable, whether change will be accepted or not. Once they accept, then you do that. Okay, they will assess all these things. Okay, this is the difference between in a layman term, I'm talking about embedded and decentralized one.
Decentralized, Naidu. So maybe different EWM systems, not S4, right?
Yeah, not only S4. See, now we are talking about S4. Everything is S4 we are talking about, right? What happened if with the ECC? Okay? What happened if ECC? Okay. Assume that ECC above 6, after 6 or 7 or something like that. ECC, because you don't want to use the S4 system. Assume that there are occasions, some company, they are using only ECC. They are not using S4 system. S4, ECC, and EWM system is 9.6. That is the latest 9.6, I believe that. Okay, 9.6. Okay, even EWM 9.6 is there. Okay, so between this one, you can set up. There is no embedded there. Everything is decentralized. Okay, so same thing. Instead of S4, we replace as the ECC components here. Okay, here also we need interface required for EWM 6 version, 9.6 version. Okay, so the concepts remain same, but you know that at the end of the day, because the SAPs work more on S4, so even SAC is going to sunset very soon. Means may not be immediate, but some point of time, ECC will be no longer will be there, because S4 is kicking off now. S4 is so fast, and is a HANA, right? So the database, although that's a background, all it works, because how you want to cope up these other businesses, competitors. Okay, hyperanalytics, the data is stored in I don't want to go for more detail than that. Okay, so even S4, Sastrageek, they will share more on that difference between the ECs and the S4. At the end of the day, like how you store it data. Okay, how quickly you retrieve the data. It depends on that. S4 is hyperanalytics. It can retrieve very quickly, and storing all the capabilities are very high, and it stores both the rows and columns. That the difference between S4 and ECC. Very, very one word I said. Okay, so same concept, ECC to EWM 9.6. Decentralized remains same. Okay, now you need to check.
Naidu, what you're saying is in decentralized, so EWM is ECC and rest of the applications in S4, right? So then there is an interface.
No. We never use ECC again is the S4. Okay, either you go for ECC or, as I said, if it is the ECC, EWM, there is EWM 9.6 version is there. That is separate, EWM 9.6. Okay, but same concept, whatever we do, same concept, but SAP EWM 9.6, that is sitting in a separate box, and the ECC components. What are the ECC components? That. And the sales, finance, all this is sitting somewhere. So both are like, in the same way. We'll go for master data, but still I have some more slide. I will share it appropriate time. Just bear in mind. You want to discuss some more thing?
Sir, please explain availability group one more time.
See, availability group, I just said, like, in a EWM, S4 storage locations, we select some of the storage locations. We map into a EWM system as a availability group. Okay, in a EWM, there is no concept of storage locations. Like, in the IM-based storage location, we map IM-based storage locations into as a availability group. Then availability group is assigned into your warehouse and a plant, and that way it works like, all storage locations is a mapped in EWM as availability group. Okay. If you talk about availability group, then you think that, oh, there is a availability group. What is availability group? As I said, we define as availability 0, 1. Okay. Then, for example, if I have that's what you are asking is very early. So once I create a structure, then you will know better. Okay. Because I've not created structure at the moment. Once I create structure, then you know better why I do availability group. Okay. But anyway, I will select a couple of storage locations. Then I map one is in receiving a doc, and the receiving doc means all inbound activities, and also another available for sale. I will map another location in available for sale. So another storage location. Then I map all the storage locations in available group as a one, and also the stock type is a F1 stock. If it's inbound, is F1 stock. If it is outbound, is a available group 002. That I mapped into one storage location in IM, and then I treat as a stock type is F2. Okay. If it is a return, then I will map another stock location for returns. Then I will create another available group 003, and stock type is the return one. Okay. Like that, we do that. Stock types, we see again what kind of stock type we have. While receiving, we have a F1 means unrestricted stock, and also quality stock, blocked stock. There are so many things. Okay. So we will discuss. Okay. So I don't want to jump straight away. First, we focus on S4. Quickly, we create the S4 structure. It's already 45 minutes ago now. I'm checking once again. Can you see SAP screen now?
No.
No, no.
We are seeing org structures in S4HANA and EWM.
No, we can see.
Not yet, it's still blank. I think you need to pull up the.
No, I changed it because now you check it.
No, I'm.
Yeah, you just have to log in. You just have to double click on log on pad. We see your remote desktop.
Okay, that's your. Okay, you can see him, right? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, this part we can see.
So,
Now.
yeah, once you log on SAP screen, okay, then you will get a pop-up screen because I need to do some settings. Okay, whether you change it is still 21 only. He has not changed it. Okay, I just changed any password for that.
So even if we have 21, we need to get it changed, right?
That's correct.
Thanks.
You told me something. Just let me check my phone now. Okay. 2000 need to work on 2022. You said this. 1 second. Because you mentioned me that there is a password for. 1 second.
Hello, sir. Your ID for 2021 is not working.
21 is working now, but we are going to work on 22. Am I right?
Okay.
Or you can change there itself. You were 22. If I log in, can we change their server name, everything?
Yes, sir. You want to log in 2022?
Yeah, 22. Yeah. Is the password and login is same, isn't it?
Yes, sir.
I thought it's 22. Is that? I didn't look into that one.
Wait, sir. I'm providing you another user ID and password. From that you can log in on the 2022.
Change the properties here. You can't change properties here. Can you tell me? Just I will change it here. Then this one.
No, he is asking to log in with a different server.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, I have provided you a different user ID and password.
Yeah.
Please try that.
96. Okay, 23, isn't it? This one.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Okay, so what I can do now, before log into SAP, first I will change some parameters. Okay, go to options. Okay, can you see my SAP screen now?
Yeah, we can.
Yep.
Okay, that's good. Okay, so before login, anybody, just go to SAP login at the top. Just you see the options. Okay, select the options, change the settings. Some of the you want the theme settings you want to change. This is a standard one. Font settings, you can change the font setting. Okay, I want to select the font settings. Is a different. Okay, maybe I can go 14. Okay, because so that you can get a bigger view. Okay, so this one I wanted. And also I wanted to go for something like, interaction design, keyboard design, pivot accelerator, this one, automatic mouse, okay, visualize design. And you need to select this one, okay? So keys with a drop-down list, because if you go easy access, you cannot see the transactions, okay? Make sure that you select the visualize one, show keys control, so that, you can see all the transactions. Otherwise, you can't see that transaction. Just set that, close it once again, open again. See, now you can see him, right? Bigger view, okay, bigger sizes also, font sizes. Now you can see so big when you see that. Okay, this is the client one, looks like client funded. Okay. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Aman. It's fine. Thank you. It's working now. Fine. Hope we can see my SAP screen.
Yeah.
Yes, we can see.
And there is a right side, the corner side, you can see that. Okay. Always I put into transaction. You can always see that what kind of system it is, what is kind of client, who is a user, what kind of program is there, what kind of transaction, okay, response, all this information. But I select a transaction because this is useful for you. Okay, the client is 100 client. This you can see that by looking this, a client is 100. Okay, client is highest in the SAP in the company client. Okay, so I put a transaction so that when I use some transaction, you can note down from here the transactions. Okay. Now this is like a typical SAP screen when you open it. This is the SAP user access. So these things, typically who is going to use it? Okay, business users. Okay, business users or end users. I explained to you who is the business user, end users, the initial stage. So you know that who are the business users. Okay, the X company, they are going to use all these transactions. But of course, even implementers, we use it. But majority, and we give certain roles for them so that who's supposed to get what access. Whether warehouse guys, they need only warehouse or some related one. Whether it's a finance guy is a finance related. If it's a sales guy, sales. Okay, so like the business users, depends on their roles, we can assign what easy access we can. Okay, our EWM comes under SAP logistics. Okay, under that you can see here there are several modules we have. Because SAP material management we have, sales and distribution, and less execution, transport management, production, quality. There are so many things are there. Okay, but our focus is EWM. So under the logistics extended, where we can see all this EWM, extended warehouse management. Okay, I will discuss when we use SAP basis. Okay, so under that we have like first monitoring, how you monitor your deliveries, all these things. That's where you come across monitoring related. Okay, and delivery, how you processing delivery, what kind of transaction you use, like inbound, outbound, posting change, all these things you do that. And work scheduling, all wave related, and all the wave management and execution. All the like, confirmation, all these transactions you use it. And anything shipping related, transportation related, door, all these things comes under shipping. And physical inventory, all physical creation of the physical inventory document, where stock you want to adjust, all transaction coming to physical inventory. Okay. And labor management, we are not going to work anyway, billing. And master data. Under the master data, we need, okay, you know that just we discuss supply chain in it. See the supply chain in it. So this is a transaction, I'm talking about transaction. Before starting login, SAP login, I changed some of the settings such a way that I wanted to see this transaction. Otherwise, if you don't enable that one, then you may not see, just you see maintain supply chain in it, but you don't know how to access. You only double click, then only you know the transaction. Now you can see transaction in front of every description. Okay, so master data related, you can see slotting, resource management, all related transaction. Okay, and the product bins, what are the transaction required if you want to create a bins, all these things. And the product, how to create a product in a EWM system. Okay, we won't call as a material, we call as a product here. Okay, product supply, the quality related. Okay, all shipping related. These are like, say, some of the settings. We will go through that while we working. You will familiarize all these things. Okay, so these things. Okay, it's alerts. You want to select monitor all the alerts and everything. Okay, performance settings, all these. Okay? Anyway, we'll go through more on that. Just so you can see some screens. Okay, just if you select this one, then if you change it, it will go back this one. Okay, there are two things. You can always, user you can store your own transactions here. Okay, so this is the business is going to work. Okay, where consultant is going to jump into, because all we have to define company code, plant, everything, organized structure. We have to open another screen. Okay, I'm keeping as it is. So the transaction, if I want to use all implementation guide, okay, SPRO. Transaction is SPRO. Okay, under the transaction SPRO, then you can use SAP reference IMG implementation guide. Double click the implementation guide. Then you can see all the nodes. Okay, these are the nodes. Left side one is the nodes. Okay, whatever we discuss in a couple of presentations, we know that finance requirement is, we know sales, we know the purchasing, quality, EWM. So there are so many major modules, we have seen, okay, we have come across that. So same thing we see here. If I want to create a structure where I can create under the enterprise structure, we can create entire organized structure, both the S4 structure and also some majority S4 structure we define under the enterprise structure. Okay, if it's the EWM, we have another node is called SCM, Extended Warehouse Management. Can also say some of things like, material management is there, sales and distribution, logistics execution. Okay, we may use sales and distribution, material management, user logistics. We may use mostly we use SCM extended warehouse. That's where we do all configuration. We may not use transportation. We may use a quality. So some extent, because we are thinking if it's advanced, then we will go through that some of things transport related things. Okay, quality management. And also we may use other thing is last but not the least, all the integrations we set up through the integration with other SAP components. Under that, we have SCM Extended Warehouse Management. Under the integration, this is the last is a before node. Okay, in a SAP hierarchy, you can see that. Then under that, we have the Extended Warehouse Management. Then all the interface setups. Okay, so using these settings, we do setup between the EWM system to dummy warehouse to EWM system. That means S4 to EWM system. So all we do that. I'll minimize this. Okay, first we define, as we said, like I'm going to define company code, plant, and all these things. I also explain the roles who is going to create in a real time. Okay, since this is the SAP 2022 is a best practice system. Okay, please note down this is the SAP is a best practice system. So that is already this a configured system. Something a best practice as SAP, when you release this one for the, any company, if you give some companies or any institutes, there is already best practice. They already established everything, finance, even sales, purchasing. There are so many things. So they already developed everything. So what we are going to use, we see, if I want to do EWM, I should have a finance. So am I going to set up finance, everything, configuration? Because finance so much involves, company code, company creation, ledger accounts. Okay, there are so many things involved there. And FI to MM integration, FI to sales integration, and also a lot of middle management side also. Pricing determination, creation of the purchase requisites, purchase orders, and so there are so many pricing conditions, So all these things. So what we are going to use, using the best practice system, we will utilize the existing best practice system configuration for our training sessions. Okay. Let's start with the enterprise structure directly. We create a company, all these things. See, when you see the enterprise structure, S4 enterprise structure, where we are going to, first, definition is important. You need to define your company code. You need to define your plants, and you need to define your storage locations. You need to define your dummy warehouse, and you need to define your purchasing organization, whether how many purchasing organizations require for our company, how many storage locations require for our company, and how many sales organizations require, and how many shipping points require. Okay, all these things we will do that. Once we define it, you need to establish the relation. You need to connect between this one to interface each other. Okay, and FI to MM and FI like FI to sales, and also overall is the dummy warehouse. Okay, I go for directly. Okay, first definition under the enterprise structure. See, this is we go for hierarchical way, so that you may not even forget anything. First, under the definition, I go for financial accounting. It's a job of finance consulting, but still we create our own, since we are doing training, so we do. First, to define the company. Okay, somebody is working now. Okay, so what happened this kind of instant? Okay, when you are doing in a practice time, you are trying to do something, but somebody's locked. But I cannot proceed this one. How do I exit this person? Okay, it's not to interrupt us. Okay, using transaction SM tool. Okay, using transaction SM tool, I can do we remember that? Sorry. Double click this one so that I will know that. Okay, now he has gone out. Okay. If he is not going, what we have to do is go to SM12, copy his ID, just search it. You can delete his activities. SM12.
Can you show one? Sorry.
But somebody's gone already. Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Next time we can show. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. Let me lock it again.
People will join, so don't worry. We will see a lot of the surprises. Okay. So as a best practice system, so 1710 is a best practice system. Okay, remember, is a best practice system as on today. Even they releases different versions, but 1710 is a bottom line. So they use for all the best practice system. That means they established all the finance and everything. Okay, we are also using 1710 as a best practice system. Okay, then I copy this one. Okay, just you can see that what is the company. Okay, this is a definition, right? So the company name, what is address, all these things. Okay, similarly, we define that. Okay, then this is now we are going to do that. Okay, assume that we are implementing greenfield project now. Okay, as I said, I am doing a warehouse. Okay, because I'm making my own warehouse now. So I'm going to create SG Corp. Okay, SG Corporation means Sastrageek Corp is a company. This company, they have their presence is all over the globe. Okay, but all manufacturing, everything, distribution, everything is based in the US. They have a plant several locations. Okay, they have a plant several locations. Maybe I can say one is Dallas, one is California, and so on. Okay, so and also they have all that warehouse also, major warehouse. Okay, this is a manufacturing company. I said it's because they manufacture all the making as the power engines components. Okay, or spare parts or whatever related. Just assume that some SG Corp is manufacturing some products, because once you manufacture, they need to sell it, right? Once you manufacture, they didn't sell it. So they will send it back to the warehouse, and based on the customer orders, they will deliver to the entire globe, we can say that, okay? Whether within the US or outside the US or some other countries. Okay, that is our business case here. Okay, as I said, I'm going to create 2 plants. One is California. California is the main plant for me. But my warehouse, whether it is California or my warehouse will be anywhere in the location, no problem for me. So my warehouse need not be located in my same plant. And also under my plant, my warehouse can be located in anywhere in New York. My manufacturing unit is located in other parts of US. Okay, anyway, but under the plant, I can set up all these warehouses and manufacturing into all these things. Okay, so my company is SG Corp. I need to define my SG Corp is located at the California, and I need to create a company code. As I said, company code is a legal entity. Without company code, you cannot perform any activities. Okay, is a mandatory, is a legal entity as well. Okay. So ours is manufacturing company. I'm going to copy this best practice system. Okay, in a real time, what I can do now here, I used last time 5710. Now I'm going to use a different number. Okay, so maybe I can use for 2710 this time. Okay, so this is my company. Remember, I can use either number or alphabetical number also. But as a best practices, in a real time, use a number. Okay, even finance guys, even as a finance consultant, they use number only. Okay, so our company is also 2710. Just I'm changing one, and ours is SG Corp. SG Corp. Okay, so I'm keeping as it is. My location is also US and California. Okay, just save it. When you save it, system will pop up this one, customizing requirement. What is the significance of this customizing? See, whenever I do some changes, whenever I modify something, system will ask that where I want to store this information. This is called transport request. What is the importance of transport request? Because when you change something, it should store it. In a real time, you may work several things. Okay, in a real time, you work several systems. It's not one system. You work development system. That means assume that I am working with a development system now. When I do development system, all the configuration, I need to move to quality area, quality system, development system. That means when I do configure everything, I need to move to the quality system, do all my testings, unit testing, system integration testing, and the user acceptance testing. All tests are performed under quality. That means whatever I do first to development system, that means development system also having a client, maybe our client is 100, and here also we have to do that. So when you do development, all configuration, and we transfer here, but please note down, not all configuration we can transfer, but I will tell you which configuration we can transfer, which one may not. Okay, I will explain that. Okay, once you do development system, all configuration, then transfer here. Then once quality is everything perfect, you will move directly from quality system to production system. Prod. Okay, we use the prod. Terminal is the prod. Okay, prod is also client 100. This is the way you do that. So the significant transport is, if you save this one information, then using this transport request, okay, you can transfer the data from dev to quality and dev to production. Who is going to do this one? We need to give transport whom? We need to give to the SAP basis guys. Who is the technical guys? Who is the responsible for all the data transfer? Okay, so if you give transport this guy will transfer from our system to quality or production system. Okay, so how many we can do that? Just if I want to create one transport request, go to the, we have a white screen, create a request, put our thing. Okay,
don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
ours is SG Corp. 2710, our company is the Corp. Just I'm putting the SB Corp. Okay, under that. And if a project is there, you can use assign one project number also, because we don't have project number, we are not assigning. If it's a real time, we have a project, you will assign that. So just save as this one. So system generated a one request. See, S4, this is S4 system, HK standard 900261. So this is the customizing request transport. So where I store every information, whenever I do create something, changes something, it stores here. Okay, then you save it. Okay, now all my company definition is stored under the one request. Okay, so 2710. Look at this. I created a company code as SG Corp, is a manufacturing company. Then as I said, is a company code is a legal entity. Then I can utilize this best practices. Go to company code and go to company and edit. Okay, and then you under the object. Okay, company organizer, click that. Then system will come. What I want to do, as I said, I'm not going to create from the scratch my company org. So I'm going to utilize 1710 as a best practice system to my company is a 2710 SG Corp. Okay, I'm going to transfer whatever in a best practice system, every configuration you are transferring here. He's asking, okay, do you want to copy all GL accounts? Yes. By default, system is saying yes. It is suggesting to copy yes. Okay, you also select as a yes. So that all GL accounts you are going to transfer 1710 to your account, your company. And also controlling area is assigned to 17 is a best practice system. He's asking, do you want to copy this controlling area A001 to our company? He says system is saying yes. Okay, you select it. And also is saying that whether you want to use a current company 1710 as a USD, whether you want to use currency as a USD, or whether you want to use INR, whether you want to GBP or Euro, so on. Okay. If you don't want to use other currencies, you select as no. Or if you want to use your own currency, you select as a yes. Okay, you say certain copy, don't worry about that, just click. And also is saying to transport number, just select. And is asking, do you really want transport number ranges? Okay, do you want select? Always you select no. We do not want I mean 1710 transports. As I discussed transport. When you change something, it stores that. We don't want that transport into our 271 our company. Okay, just say even system also suggesting no. Just you select no. Now you are copying all the company code of 172 our company now. Financial related stuff. Okay. Okay. Say once I copied, system is storing under our transport. Our transport is constant 90261. Unless until you wanted for every even company definition, company code is a one transport, and purchasing something, sale something, like that you can do that. But as per I'm going to one transport. When in real time, they will maintain several transports. Okay, because for every area they will do different transport. Okay, and also enter a to a greater than 0 interval subject to 1 is saying enter to a to a greater than 0 is subject interval subject. Okay, just you say continue. Okay. It's fine, just to continue this. Enter a. The interval subject. Okay, that's fine. Okay, leave it. Is already copied. Just to say copy. Even something wrong, I can fix it. Okay, don't worry. I can fix even GL accounts also. I can fix even FI to MM. I can fix even FI to even sales. So no problem. Okay. I'm not certified FI, but okay, but I know FI a lot.
Sir, in the meantime, I have one question.
Yeah.
So in the greenfield or any implementation project, so are we copying from the best practices or This is a different.
Anywhere you copy that, okay? Nobody will start from the scratch, okay? Don't worry, one number range is fine. I can fix it. Don't worry. That's right. See, more problem comes, more we will learn it. Don't worry about that, okay? I'm happy, more errors comes, that way we can learn so many things, okay? Now, if you look see that company code 710 copied into our company code 2710, okay? That's all is copied now. So a lot of configuration is transferred here. Like, as I said, all ledger accounts, and also a lot of things, controlling area, all it's copied to our company code now. Okay? You can always check, okay? Once you go there, check it whether edit company code and all. Okay. If you go edit company code, check our company code is already created. Okay. If you see 2710, just this one, I can always change the company code. Okay. 2710, because the description you can change it. SZ call. Okay, SZ call. And if you want address changes, you can always change. Okay. Select this one. And also 2710 and the SZ cop. Okay, SZ cop and the same thing, address, everything you keep. And you want to give email, everything is fine. Okay. This one. Save it. So whenever you save it, so system is asking to store where it is. So we define company and also company code. As I said, company code is a legal entity because it's in legal entity. You have seen, right? General ledger account, all financial accounts involves there. So that's a legal entity. Okay. So under this financial, we create definition and edit. That's it. Two things. Next, controlling. We are not doing any controlling. Maintain control. Just you check, make sure that whatever you created now, okay, whether your okay, here also we have to copy this one. You can only copy, replace the controlling in your structure mode. Okay. It should come, my wondering. Copy, edit. You can only copy, replace the controlling in structure mode. Okay. What is asking in structure mode?
You want to see controlling area, right? You go to maintain them. So you want to create.
Already there. Okay? It is already there. That's what I can say that. Okay. It should be there already because we have not created it. Right? Okay. Okay. Just we'll say maintain control area. Okay. That's don't worry. Okay. I'm going next to node. Okay. Go to the maintain controlling area. Just check it whether whatever we created our so controlling area we see is what is that EAM, right? That's what this is the controlling area. Okay. No. Both is there. Under that I can see display details. This also controlling area, and it's all like it's coming as a euro currency. Here's the controlling area is fine. You see this is the chart of accounts we have, and this is the OX06 also. You can go and check directly. Okay, OX06. Why is the controlling? This should be USD. Okay, one match is fine. Just ignore that. I want to see my company code assigned under this one. Why it's not there?
Sir, you will not see it in definition. It is in the assignments.
I'm struggling, guys. Sorry, I forgot. Yeah. Okay. This is the controlling is there already definition, right? Thanks. Yeah. And the next one is we create a plans. Okay. We create some of the plans. And before this one, we select valuation. Okay. Whether the valuation should happen at the plant area or company code. This is like, at the beginning of the project. Okay. The finance guy is going to decide it. Whether valuation should happen at the company level or plant level. So this is the best practice of always valuation area is a plant level. And we keep as because you can't even edit also. Okay. Because that's why they set up best practice system. Okay. This is the decided by the finance guys. Don't worry about that. Whether, the value of the company, whether what basis they want to value that. Okay. Whether plant level or company code. They set up as a business best practice. They decided go for valuation plant. Okay. Keep it as a valuation class. This is a finance decision. Okay. In a new brand new project, greenfield project, they will decide at the what level it is. Then define a plant. Okay. As I said, I'm going to copy 1710 as a best practices to my company. Okay. And then 27. This is the one. Okay, plant one. Then I will put as a Z cop easily. Just to copy one plant. I'm creating one plant. Okay, same thing. Company California is same. Just enter it. And also you can select here plant description also 27. Our says a Z cop. Okay. Plant one is there. Okay. Okay, you created one plant. Can also create one more plant, but we may not use at the moment, but still you copy it. Okay. One more plant we selected. Okay. Instead of giving 710, just I add one more so that, one more plant because I want to create one more plant. Because for stock transfer, you can go for using this plant to plant within the company. I'm not going to company within the company. Okay. But I can change address anytime. Whether a second plant will be Dallas, then I can change the Dallas. Okay. At the moment, assume that both plants are same location only. Okay. I can copy it, right? Okay. Just exit. Okay. Instead of this one, what I can do? Go to 170 only. Copy it as it is. Okay. Gain 2711 and plant to plant to another plant to same name because this is for searching purpose we use this one. Okay, so I will use same name one because same address at the moment, then we can always do that. Already existing. Don't want to this address. Okay, it is there. Okay, so don't worry about it. It is already there. So I created two plants. One is the 2710 is a major our. It is this warehouse. This plant is a link to our warehouse 2710. This one I keep aside as a moment in case future. We will extend this plant to some other warehouse. So where we can do stock transfer between this one. Okay. Save it. Last changes. Just save it. What we define. So you defined a plant, two plants, and also division is important. Okay. Division is like, whether it is a retail or it is a something, it's all like how you deliver it, whether you deliver from your manufacturing unit or you give to somebody through the retail like that, So typically one division is more than enough. So what I can do, I create any 1710 is there. Okay. Anything I can copy that. Just I copy and I will change it mine. Okay. I will use my same thing, 2-digit number. So I can say that division. SD Corp division. This is a one time. Okay, SD Corp division. Okay, we define two plants, one division under the logistics. Next, under this sales, we will go for sales one. Okay, we define sales organization. Okay. Okay, here also I will go for copy. Okay, copy directly from 1710 to directly 2710. Okay, sales org. We will use the same name. Typically, as a best practice, use same name for the plant name, company code, all the same names. Okay, even warehouse number. Okay, do you want railway transport? No, you don't want that. Previous changes. Okay. Same. Okay, so sales org of 170 copied into 2710. Okay, so that company is organized in there. The next one, distribution channel also. We will also do the copy distribution channel. Okay, distribution, I don't know whether we have 17. We will see whether the distribution is a 17 is there. No, it's not there. 7 is there. Okay, I will copy this one. Okay, 2 into our this one. Okay, so we copied into our 27 distribution channel. So sales organization we have defined this one, and maintain sales office. Okay, sales office also. Okay, just I will copy anyone. Okay, that's fine. Just I copy this one because we have our. Okay, I will use sales office as a 27S0 and also sales office as 2710. You can use your own number. Okay, there is no. So this is the sales office as the cop, and I'm keeping as it is. Okay, this is sales office. Okay, and also define the sales group also. Okay, like a purchasing group, sales group is also important. Okay, so this is a 3-digit number. So I copy as a 27. Okay, sales group. This is just definition number, right? So nothing, no assignment, just define all this structure. Sales side we have created as a sales org, distribution channel, office, and group. Next, under the material management. This is the sales side, sales people will do finance, and the material management or PP guys. They create storage locations, all this. Okay, maintain storage locations. Okay, our plant is 5710. Am I right? Our plant is 5710. Okay, see, when we copied our plant 5710, see the locations also come into 5711. Look at this. Okay, so now our entire warehouse, whatever I shown the last time, our warehouse, our entire warehouse is mapped into 2 locations, majorly 2 locations. Okay, unless the returns, I wanted even merge the return also part of the warehouse, then I will merge into return. Okay, so my entire warehouse, the goods receipt I mapped as a 1 storage location, and another storage location and packing, storage until PGI, then I will map as another storage location. Okay, and if anything return comes, I can map another storage location as a return. That means our entire warehouse is mapped into IM based locations. Okay, so we need to map it. See, S4 system should understand, am I right, how much stock you receive. Okay, so there is 1 storage location. It should map into our warehouse. And also we should map 1 storage location for how much stock is available for my sales, for my customers to provide for that. Okay, how much return. So our entire warehouse can be mapped.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
Into 3 storage locations. So though we have so many locations, okay, so I'm going to use, one is the receiving and dock, another one is the returns, another one this one. Okay, what I can do, this one also another location, maybe I use for dead stock. Okay, 00A. Okay, for dead stock means outside of our warehouse. Okay, remember this is the outside of the warehouse. And raw materials 1 and all. So I'm going to draw simple layout here. So I will explain this. As you know that we have inbound, we have a doors, we have a staging area, and we have also racks, several racks, or like mezzanine location. And we have also outbound staging area. We have also door outside because ours is I design. Okay, ours is I design warehouse. That's where we. I'm bringing this one as a real-time project we implemented. So same one. So this is the doors. So when I receive any inbound, so through the door I unload it and I put into the stock before going to put into the rack location. So if I want to map until final put away, this is the one. This area receiving and dock will be mapped into 571D. Okay, this is the IM, inventory manager locations. Okay, so in a purchasing guy, he will see the stock at the 571D. But in a warehouse, in a EWM side, this storage location mapped into availability group 001. That's what I said, availability group. Then the stock type is F1 because unregistered stock. So this 570 will map all the receiving one. So the stock here is at the storage location, you know how much stock is there. But here the stock will be at the door. Maybe stock will be staging, or maybe stock at the deconsolidation level. Stock will be ID point. Stock will be VAS work center, so on. As soon as you confirm the stock into your warehouse, as soon as the confirmed stock here, then what happened after that? The stock type will change. Stock type will change from F1 to F2. This F2 will map it into availability group 002. As I said, all storage location, IM location is mapped into the availability group. This 002 location, we mapped into 571 yes as a available for sale. Okay, as soon as confirm. That means this entire area until PGI. Okay, then this location is mapped as a 571 available for sale, and this one is a 571 receiving and dock. Okay, this is where we map it. In case returns also is a part, then what I can do, somewhere I will add as a return one. Okay, what I can do is I will add one more as a part of warehouse. Then the returns, anything you get the returns, even returns also you unload it and stage it, then, but you may not do here. Okay, then directly it will come to the return here. Whether returns will be part of the 571D or whether part of the 571 or separate one, is all business call. Okay, it's all business call. Is there something like that? So you should explain that how they want it. So as a consultant, as a EWM consultant, you should explain to them. Who's going to explain? Your boss, means supervisor, your manager. Okay, they do that. Definitely functional concern may not, they involve, but majority manager, they do that because they collect all the requirements. So they will decide whether return is also part of warehouse or not. Okay, assume that at the moment I'm going to receiving and dock and available for sale. So our entire warehouse is mapped into 2 IM based storage locations. Okay, so 571D as the receiving and dock and 571C. So how we can do 57 availability group F1, all we will talk later. Okay, hope it's clear for you. Okay, so I'm not going to do anything because already I selected 2 storage locations. Okay, next, maintain organization. Let's create a 571D and quickly create it. And 27. This is organization where they perform, and purchasing all these things. Purchase 2710. 27. Like how we created sales organization, purchase, similar purchasing organization. 2710 or purchasing organization. Even you can add or purchasing 27 as a SZ. Okay, as a code. Just for because I want to recognize quickly. That's the reason I'm adding here. Why is going here? Okay, save it. That's fine. Okay. Next, okay, middleman. We created all the related middle management. Next, logistics execution. Okay, where we are going to create a dummy warehouse now. Define warehouse number as a dummy warehouse. Okay, so I will select 171. Copy. Ours is 27, am I right? 3-digit number. Okay, 2710 our company. So I pick 3 numbers. Okay, ours is the EWM cross industry. Same thing is Zico. I don't know whether I can add this. Okay, is Zico as our warehouse. Okay, store into our transport. Ours is a dummy warehouse 271. Okay, now see, now copy or delete check warehouse number also there. Okay, so I created our dummy warehouse, so we need not do anything, just I copy directly. Next one is define shipping point. You can always copy. Okay, I'm defining shipping. Okay, ours is 17.1. Just I can go for 17.1. Okay, the copy. Okay, 271. Okay, shipping point is a P. Okay, 271P. 27P as a shipping point for SE Corp. Okay, it depends on that whether you want to shipping point. Shipping point is a very, very important because you are going to receive the product through the shipping point and you deliver to the customer through the shipping point. Shipping point is a geographical location, is address for that while receiving, while delivering. Okay, shipping point is a very, very significant, very important. I mean, there's a lot of significance on shipping points. Okay, so Mahesh.
Yeah, hi. In this case, because you started with procurement, so the shipping point will be the door where the goods are going to be received in case of inbound delivery. Can I interpret like that?
Yes, yes. That's what a shipping point. You can through whether receiving or delivery.
Delivery.
Both.
And I mean, as you have shown the warehouse picture yesterday on
Correct,
Saturday.
correct.
So there, the doors we can interpret like that is the entry point for any of the warehouse. So when we must have to designate a shipping point as one of
Yeah,
the
shipping point. I will tell you how we can define the shipping point address in a EWM system. Okay, I will explain that. Okay, where I can define, I will explain. Under the supply chain unit, we will define the shipping. All the attributes are there. I will explain it. Okay, but shipping point is a physical address. Okay, that it represents that warehouse, that location. Okay, so our shipping point is SD Corp and the US, all these things. This address also you can see. This is the address. Okay, all of this SD shipping point 271, same location. Our plant is in California now. Okay, shipping point. So we define. Save it. You can create how many shipping point, but one is more than enough. Okay, so we don't need other things. Okay, warehouse and the shipping point. Rest of loading point transport we don't need. Next, see, we defined majority finance, company code, plant, sales organization, division, middle management. Under that, we create a plant, okay, allocations, purchasing. Now, how we are going to link between this one? How we can be established? Quickly, we will finish this one. Okay, assign a company code to company. Okay, what is our company? 271. Our company code. What is our company? Is a 2710. You can select it, or you can navigate also. Okay, so you are mapping our company code to company. This is the first one. Okay. And the next one is, I was looking at this controlling. Okay. Now assignment. You need not to do anything because already is assigned company code just 2710. Okay. And this is the company area. I think is a company area. This is what has happened. I think 1001 is the standard one. That's what the system is picking. Okay. Okay. Secret control area. I will keep as it is. Okay, whatever it is there. I don't want to disturb anything. Okay, we are not doing anything on this one. Okay, rest you don't touch anything, just to check it whether you have controlling area or not. Okay, so profit center, all we will see when we need to do. Okay, we won't touch. Under logistics. Okay, assign plan to company code. check it whether it is a created our plans. Okay. And since it's a 2.7, we can see it is not at all there. Okay. So what we can do is, why my previous company is also coming? I don't know. This is my previous one. Okay, it's fine. I thought this 2022 may not be there. Okay. Our company code and our plant is also 2710. Right. So same name. So easy to remember. I have another company code, same thing, and also have another plant. So I have two plants. Why is 2711 is not there? They have created him, right? It's not there. It's fine. If not, then it's fine. Okay, we can create later. Okay. So company code and our plant 2000.
2711 plant.
No, I put like that on. I don't know why it's not taking it. 271 selected. Let's see. What one is not there? It's not coming. It should come here. And when I select one, anything 27, it comes all these things. Not there. I think some reason is not saved. Okay.
We created, see in plant whether it is available or not. We created plant 2710, 2711.
Okay.
In definition, we can check.
I think for 2711 we were getting some error.
Just delete this one. Okay. First, because if without saving, it won't allow me. Just let me save this one. Okay. Copy this one again. Or what we can do, we copy 1710 only. 27. Okay. So plant 2. Previously, if you enter anything, it comes automatically. Just to put a space bar, you will get it previous information. So you need not type every time. Space bar. Press space bar, you will get it. Okay. So I'm saving now. Okay. 27. It's a one-time task, guys. Okay. So once we make it, after that, our life is easier. So we're not going to come and see here all these things. Okay. Let's save now. So now come back to the logistic company assigned to plant 2 company. Then I will go for my 2710. Yeah, I know somebody writes, just a minute. We'll answer it. Okay, how is that? Okay, so I will, my 2 plants I assigned it to company code. That's a one assignment is done. Okay. Next. And next, this valuation area, all we don't need. Okay, so we don't need only company code. Next, under logistics. I will minimize this one so that it's easy. Okay, so financial company code and our plant to company. Next, sales and distribution. Here is a more lot of things is there. We will go for organization. Make sure that whether you have already organization. See, our organization is already there. So just select our company code is 2710. That's it. 2710. Okay, save it. Okay. You assigned our sales org to company code. Now distribution channel to organization. And make sure that whether you have a 271. See, there is a direct sales is there. So what I can do this, okay, I can create another one, no problem. Okay, so 2710, our distribution channel is 127. That's what they have done it. Okay, our DC is 2710. Just I will go on back. Our distribution channel while defining distribution channel.
Is 27. Distribution channel is 27.
Sales here. Yeah, distribution channel. And I copied 17, define. The name I didn't change it. Yeah, ours 27 is the 27. Okay, it comes up. Because it populates every time, again, you may not confuse again. After that. If you maintain one name, that's easy. And after that, your life is easier, you can easily remember everything. Okay, Sorry, come back. Next, under the distribution channel, already we assigned now, you know that 2710 under this one. Okay, 27, sorry. This one. So if you don't want, you can always delete this one. If you don't want, just because when you copy 1710, that's the reason distribute 10 is coming. Okay, so otherwise you don't need, you can always delete if you don't want distribute channel. Okay, even if it is there, nothing going to happen. Okay, you can keep it as it. Under division to sales organization. Just check it, anything we have. See, and copied some of things. Okay, keep as it is. Don't worry that. Just I can copy it. Just change it to our division. Our division is 27. Okay. And then set up a sales area. We don't need, but still we can set up sales organizers. See, set up here also there is a because since we copied, just what you can do, copy this one. Okay, add our distribution channel. Okay, since 27, you can easily remember. You don't need to even search also. Just if you know first 2 digits is enough. Okay, save it. Okay, see there's all the things sales of. Okay, next, assign sales office to sales area. Okay, check it. What is anything we have already linked this one. Okay, just you copy it. Sales office is a it's a combination of all these things: organized, distribute channel, everything. Okay, nothing to worry.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
It's a combination of division, all these things, distribution channel, area. Area means is a combination of org, distribution channel, division, all these things. We are trying to link it. Okay, sales office. Because sales could have done it after that, but it's fine if you set up everything. That's good actually. Okay, next sales organization to this one. Okay, so what I can do, I can copy this because ours is 17 sales office. Still there. Sorry, 27. Okay, 27. Just you select 27, it comes automatically. Okay, if you have created. So sales office means combination of the sales office and group. Next one is combination of org and distribution plant. See here you are making a relation given plant. Okay, earlier you made a plant with a company code, like that. Every organization you have to link it. Okay. Now sales are going to plant and all the distribution channel. Okay. I can start because so many things is difficult to use a position all the time. You can or you can go for even selection also. By selection, you can always by content you can select quickly. Okay. Use a selection and put as 27. Don't need to put anything, but 27. You can see there are so many things is there in this one. Okay, plant. Okay. So because when you copy it, it comes so many things. Don't worry, you enter new one freshly. 27. What is your org? And distribution channel 27. And your plant is 2710. Okay. And also you can go for 2710. And also a distribution channel 27. You have another plant is 2711. Okay. Just save it. Okay. This one. Okay, please correct me if I'm missing. Okay, that's on the sales side we have done it. Business account we don't need. Okay, just close it. Now under material management. Next, same thing how we have done it. Sales are go to company, sales are go to a plant, all these things. Okay, but we are not assigned sales are go to company code. Please note down. I think did we? All right. See the company code is there. Similarly, for this one also purchasing sales are go to company code. Here also purchasing are to company code. Okay, so you also check. See, we have already purchasing org 27. Just select our company code 27. So our purchasing to company. assign purchasing organization to plant also. Next, like that, sales organization to plant. Here is sales organization, distribution channel and plant. But here is straight away purchasing org to plant. Similarly, sales org to plant. Here is, okay. Here also you check it, anything is there, 2710. Just search it by position and if nothing is there, just go for new entries. 27. Select 27. Same purchasing organization. See, one single purchasing organization is more than enough to support several plants. Or else you want to create a separate purchasing organization for one plant is also possible. That means one purchasing organization can act to work other plants also. Okay. So I'm keeping one single organization under the company so they can work for different plants. Or else if you can maintain one-to-one relation, if you wish. Okay, it's up to you. When somebody, they will ask question, for MM guy, they will ask these kind of questions for a fresher. This rest you don't need standard organization, just ignore. Okay, the only company code to company, all these things. Okay, finally, we are nearly there for sales S4 organization structure. Next, under the logistics, see, assign warehouse number to plant and storage location. This is the where I'm going to, as I said, like, I drawn earlier. So our entire warehouse, we are going to map into two locations. One is inbound side. Okay, is a warehouse, all the bins structure and outbound staging area and all these things. So this I assign it the 271D and 271S. Okay, available for sale and receiving and down. Okay, so I'm mapping this one. So you also set up such a way that two entries should be there, because our warehouse, entire warehouse, we are mapping into two storage locations, two IM-based storage locations. Okay, so create a new entries. 2710. Our plant is 2710. You keep same plant. Okay, one is the receiving dock, 571. 27. Why there is no storage locations? The plant is there.
It is not created. You missed.
We have created 271 is there.
Storage location.
It's there. I'm sure that. Okay. Okay, that's fine. Just we will assign warehouse. Okay, then we'll come back and assign pattern. If you don't accept, that's fine. 271. It should be there. We explained them, right? Just to see that whether it's accepting or not. So it won't accept without the plant. Okay, 2710 is not there. Okay, what we can do? Cancel this one. Okay, go back this one. Okay, because we assume that we created, but we'll check it. Why is missing? Okay, don't worry, it's a 1 minute job. Okay, under the storage location, material management, maintain storage location. Go to see, that's what I selected 571. Okay, instead of 2710. That's where is the problem. But don't worry. I think somebody is working now. So as I said, this person is stopping us now. Okay. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to use the SM12 transaction. Okay. Then he's also working parallelly. That's what I can see. Don't work, guys, parallelly. We can do later. Okay. He has come out. Okay. We can do later anyway. Just for this. Okay, I put a 5710. That's what has happened. See, okay, what I can do quickly. Okay, I can go for some other SPRO. Okay, because I don't want to waste my time. So what I can do is I can copy previous one. Okay, anything. Okay, what we can do. Storage locations. 5710. Okay, this is what we created. And this is a previous one. Okay, so what you can do is now Control Y. Okay, remember Control Y. Control Y if I want to copy any lines in SAP, Control C. Control Y, Control C. Okay. Come back here, the previous one. Here, create a new entries. Okay, just Control V. Again, I'm going back. Why is there? Control Y, Control Shift and Y. Okay, Control Shift and Y, Control C. Okay, so I need to change just 271. Instead of Excel, I couldn't put Excel actually. 271B. 27. Sorry guys, we'll copy and paste 1 second. 271C. I'll copy paste here. This is the one. I didn't realize that I was checking for 571. This is our previous warehouse. That's where I used this. It will be stressful with this one. So I already explained this one. Okay, we are using only receiving and docs 271D and 271S. Returns anyway are not there. Okay, enter it. Just save it. Okay. Sorry, I'm mistaken. Okay, the 571. I thought I created anyway. Just take it. Don't worry. Okay. Now you can come back to the assignment under the logistic execution. Okay, under the logistic execution. Go back there and again assign new assignment. Our plant 271. This is our main warehouse. Okay, 271D. Okay, this is the receiving and dock. And our dummy warehouse is 271. And the same plant, another storage, okay, because that's where I'm trying to create it. 271, yes. That's what I'm trying to do. And 271. Okay. Returns, you can do if you want, you can do return also. That's where you can, nothing wrong, you can do that returns also. Okay. If you want, you can map it also. 271, even returns in case you want to make a return separate one. Okay. Just I'm creating, but as of now, two storage based location. Okay, you may ask question on this one. Okay, before jumping here, last configuration I do and come back again once again. See this one. I will come back again. Last step is assigning shipping point to plant. This is another last configuration. Okay, so our plant is now there. 2710 is okay. So our plant is 2710. You select this one. So the moment you select, it highlights this one. Select this one. Select it, highlight this one. And then first step select, then assign another screen here. Then select. So you will get it all the shipping point under this one. So ours is 27P. Okay. Our shipping point is 27P. See SD Corp. So that's what I'm adding this description so that you can easily identify your shipping point. Okay, assign it, just save it. Okay, and if you go back, see under plant, look at this. This is also description is there, very clear. Okay, shipping plant under shipping point. Similarly, our plant under that our shipping point is already assigned now. Okay, save it. This is very important. If you miss, you struggle all the receiving all the deliveries and everything. Make sure that. Sometimes I've seen a lot of people will miss this conf. They struggle to receive the inbound deliveries or outbound deliveries. Okay. And this is the, as I said, I'm going back here. Our 271. You may ask like, okay, I know that a lot of people not ask question to me. You may ask why I can't go, why can't I go for only one storage location? Okay. Why can't I go for why we are going 271D Okay. Okay. Or 271. Yes, available for sale. This one. What happens if it's a manufacturer? If it's a manufacturer linked for me, my warehouse, I can go for even 271, another manufacturing unit. Maybe I will add for production plant also, another location. Maybe I can say 271P, even production, if it is a production is there. That means under my plant, my warehouse is there and also my manufacturing unit is also there. Everything all together is working together. Okay. So manufacturing unit, I will refer as a 271P as a manufacturing. Another, maybe I can say X, some X location. So I will map everything into 271D as the receiving deliveries, 271 for available for sale, all the stock we will deliver for outbound customers, and 271 for all another location is for manufacturing. And returns, as I said, if we add returns, whether return will be part of your warehouse or outside of the warehouse, just IM based location, it's up to you. Okay. And generally, as per my experience, even returns also, because you accept even 271D, within a 271 only, you will maintain some return location, then you perform it. Only stock type, we change it. Okay. If nothing, no problem, then you say is a F1. If you have any return, then you change it. Stock type is a return stock or blocked stock or so on, or quality stock. We maintain that. Okay. But it all depends on business. Okay. So entire warehouse, we are trying to map this way. Okay. You may question also, because why you want to maintain storage location? What is the advantage of that? Why you need two storage locations? Okay. I will tell you. What is the importance of EWM? Okay. See, if you don't have warehouse, assume that I have a plant of 2710. Plant this one. If I don't have, I have a storage locations. I have created several locations, maybe 571D, 271D, 271, yes, or so on. So, okay. These are all IM based locations, inventory management locations. What I can guess, S4 people will see this stock. When I want to say the S4 people, who are the S4 people? Purchasing organization or sales organization. Purchasing organization will see this 271D. Sales guys will see 271S. Or material control team. Material control team look into both. How much stock we have in 271D, how much stock in this one. These are all IM based. What exactly they can see? In this location, they can see how much quantity is there within the storage location. What is the value of the stock? Both quantity and value you can see under the storage locations. If I map this one into our EWM location, then what I can map? This entire location, then as I said, my doors. If you don't have warehouse base, what happens this one? Because if it is IM based location, I know only a quantity and value, but where within this location, whether stock is here, whether stock is a door, whether stock is a staging area, whether stock is a deconsolidation, whether stock is a value added service, I don't know that. But through the warehouse, I can capture every movement of the product within the storage location. I can capture it. That it gives, warehouse gives more for me quantity and also exact location. Also, you can call the geographical location. Okay, so it gives for me even longitudinal, latitudinal position of the bin. It gives for me quantity and exact location, geographical location. This is the EWM warehouse location. It's called availability group. Okay, availability groups. Okay, so in IM side, S4 side, they see only quantity and value of that. But warehouse, it won't give the value. It gives only quantity. It gives the precision location. If you go in interview, somebody twist you tell that, okay? IM based location, it gives only quantity and value, but whereas warehouse location, it gives the quantity and also geographical location, exact precision location. That's where you have to tell difference between the IM location and the EWM storage locations. Okay. See, because I wanted to maintain, I could have done it everything 271D. How do you know my purchasing guy, whether how much they received in the stock, how do you know my sales organization if I map everything into one storage location? Certainly you can do one storage locations. There is no absolutely fine, even if you want to map entire warehouse into one storage location. But as a best practice, don't do one storage locations. Always try to, EWM itself is to capture every moment of the product. Okay, from the check-in point to add door and every staging, you can capture moment of the product. Okay, where should I coming, where should go, it drives everything.
Sir,
okay,
question.
Yeah.
So we have activated 271 warehouse for EWM, right? This is
Yeah.
a dummy warehouse. This is just an entry in ECC for whatever it is, and then we will map an actual EWM warehouse against this warehouse, right?
Yeah.
So, and these 3 storage locations. So, as far as my understanding, once we distribute the outbound delivery to the EWM, it becomes.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
And mandatory, right? After once we define this, if we want to do and stock transfer between these 2 storage locations,
no,
then
this is nothing. See, stock transfer means one bin to another bin. There is no concept of stock transfer here. Instead, we can say ad hoc basis, just moving internal transfer. Okay, one bin location to other bin location. So stock transfer will do between the plant to plant or storage location from other IM locations to, for example, you have right other dead location. I said 2 locations, maybe dead, maybe outside of the warehouse within the plant. For example, I have a warehouse here only. Just I will put that. This is my warehouse. Okay, so I mapped all these things. Outside of the warehouse, I have other locations. Okay, some dead locations. I have other locations, maybe different country. Different location. Okay, different area also. Okay, this IM based location under the same plant, our 2710 plant, we have other locations, am I right? These locations are outside of the warehouse, and if you want to transfer the stock from other IM location to here or from here to here, then you create a deliveries. Through the MyGo transaction, you create a deliveries. If at all I want to transfer IM based location into warehouse management locations, you can create a deliveries by going for the MyGo transaction. MyGo. Okay, so you create inbound delivery. If at all I want to receive the goods from other IM based location to warehouse manager location, if I want to create outbound delivery to deliver from 271S to other IM based location, then I create outbound delivery through the MyGo transaction, so I can perform picking and packing. Okay, so there is no.
But here the question is, as we have defined for warehouse 271, there are 3 storage locations, D, R, S are created between the storage locations. How we transfer that, right? Technically,
that's what I'm telling you. Wait. See, as soon as when you receive the goods, as soon as they confirm, as I said, here we have a racks. Okay, as I said in a EWM, we never call a storage. We have call availability group 001. There is a stock type is F1. This mapped into your 271D. This is indirectly mapped into your plant 2710 plant. Okay. Similarly, this one 271 is a plant. Is also linked to 271S storage location. Linked to availability group 002 because this is the where is availability group it represents. This availability represent receiving. Then this stock type is F2. Okay, as soon as the confirmed stock from maybe from a staging area to main bins, the stock type will change from F1 to F2 stock. That means, as I said, F2 stock directly indicate availability group 002. This in turn linked to 271 IM based storage location. This in turn linked to the 271 plant. This is the plant, storage location, availability group, and the stock type. Okay, this is also plant, storage location, availability group, and the stock type. For inbound is F1, and the outbound is for anything is the 271. For sales, it will be F2 stock. It changes as soon as the confirm warehouse starts, the stock type will changes. Okay, it's not a stock transfer, it's a stock type will changes. Okay,
maybe we are getting you like it is the warehouse task which actually helps us to move the stock between the availability groups. Is that the correct understanding?
Correct. Between the availability. Okay, that means when you change the stock type, means indirectly availability group is changing from 001 to 002. That means 571D to 571S in turn. That way. Okay?
And that will adjust the stock into IM level as well, right?
Yes, yeah. IM is the S4 side, right? That's what you see stock. I explained him, right? Already 271D, 271S, who is going to look into that? What they look? They look only quality and value, but quantity and value. But warehouse people, what they see quantity and precision location. Precision location, IM guys, they can't see that. They do not even access also. Okay. See, how do I stock in a S4 system using MMBE? There are two times MMBE, okay, or MB52. MMBE, just I can get the quantity, what location, how much is there. Here I can get a quantity and also value. Okay. If it is a EWM, what they do that, the warehouse guy, you can see stock, quantity you can see, and also precision location, geographical location. For example, whether it is a stock in the door, whether it is a stock in the racks, or whether stock in the deconsolidation, whether stock in the staging areas, or like that you can see.
Sir, okay? Sir, I understood this part. That is, there is no ambiguity at all.
Okay.
My question is say suppose we created an outbound delivery from 217D and from the MIGO.
No, you are wrong. Come on, wait. You never create a outbound delivery under the 271D. That is the receiving and dock. You never map outbound delivery 271D. You map outbound delivery as a 271S. That is available for sale. System never look into 271D. System when you do the system, when you create a sales order, system checks availability of the
because of the role assigned. Yeah. Because of the role assigned.
571.
So one question here is that the D is for receiving and dock, S is for sales and supply. Where is the location for PS, for production supply? So when we are manufacturing, the warehouse transfer has to happen from D to a PS location. So do we have something like that, or would we define that on the EWM side?
That's what I'm telling you. Whether two cases we have to consider. Whether your manufacturing unit is a part of the warehouse, is it linked with the part of the warehouse, or whether it is linked with the IM-based location. Okay, two scenarios. If it is linked with the warehouse, is a part of the warehouse, as assume 271P production, then it is also part of the warehouse. Then you can easily move the stock from 571S to 271P, not to 271D. You never do that. Okay, 271 is only receiving the goods. Okay, but when you are using for issuing the goods for manufacturing purpose, you issue the goods from reserve area in 271S available for sale. From there you issue to the PS area. Okay, production supply area. Okay, where you issue the goods, where production people will use either producing the product or assembling the products. From there, whether you want to deliver it to the customer, you can deliver direct from manufacturing, or else whether you want to bring.
So in our example, simple example is a finished goods, a sub-assembly, and raw materials.
No matter. That's what I'm telling you. You should understand the business cases.
Yes, but sub-assembly, the question is simple question. The sub-assembly is happening on the manufacturing area. Manufacturing is within the warehouse.
Tell me, manufacturing, is it linked with, is it IM-based location or is a warehouse management location?
Warehouse.
Yes, if it's a warehouse management, then I can issue my stock for the purpose of anything, from the 571. Yes. Okay. When you finish the goods, okay, when you finish the goods, whether you want to directly sell to the customer from the 271P, or you will receive it back to the 571D receipt, then move the stock to the 571D, 571S, because the stock allocation will happen through the 571S. You should understand that. Okay, the stock allocation system will check only stock 571S for the
But
sales.
when I'm doing a production or a process or a release, right, that staging gets created. That staging is going to call out for 271S or 271B.
71, yes, yeah, from the 71.
Okay, thank you.
See, you issue the goods from 71 to PSC area. PSC area is mapped as a 271P. Assume that if I create another location, then once you perform all the anything manufacturing or process industry, if you food industry, you are processing some food. If you manufacture it, you want to sell it from directly from manufacturing. If it is a linked warehouse, definitely you will get it back, because from there you receive, then you move to the 571S only. From there, system allocates if you want to deliver to some finished good to somebody else.
Yeah, okay. I just have a feeling that we are missing 271P. That's just me, but we
no, we are not missing. We're not missing.
Naidu, can I ask a question connecting to this? Because you mentioned 271S mainly using by the salespeople, right? Yeah, so
it's available for stock. Okay, stock allocation will happen through the 271S. Okay.
Yeah, so but when we want to produce some products, in that case, how we can issue it from 271S, because 271S is for the finished product for the sales, right?
Correct.
But for production,
that's what I'm trying to say is, I'm trying to say that even that's what 271 is. You can issue the goods to the customer if you get outbound delivery. How you distinguish? Okay, if it is outbound delivery, means is a customer, so you pick and pack and you issue that. Same thing for production. There is a separate process is there. Okay, what is the process is called? Production process order and a production order. Against the production order, you release it. What it contains, how much stock, how much bill of material required to produce some X component. Okay, what are the bill of material? Bill of material means what contains that. If I want to produce a bread, what are the raw material I need? I should have a sugar, I should have a wheat, so on so. Okay.
Yeah.
That is the way it starts from the production. Okay. Production order, process order. Against the process production order. Then you release the order. Then it converts the production order into PMR request, production in EWM system. Then against that you perform, picking the whatever raw material you need, and picking from 571S, then move it to the PSC area. Then where they utilize that, they consume the goods. Okay. Then after that, whether you want to send it back to the system, that's a different story. Okay?
Yeah. See, so like again, see, I'm just considering a scenario where my production, the manufacturing location is also managed with EWM. Okay. I have the raw materials and I have the finished goods. Okay.
Yeah.
So if 271S, if you're saying it is used for the sales people, generally we are selling our finished goods.
That is the way system allocates the stock to the customer. Similarly, you can use 271S for your allocation of the production. That's what I'm trying to say that. Okay, you can use.
So you mean to say the 271S for production and sales both?
Yes.
Which will create a mess in the warehouse generally, right? Because generally we keep in
never ever. Okay,
no, sorry. Let me complete. Okay, if let's say if 271S, if I'm keeping the finished product, the produced product after I receive from the production for issue to the customer. But generally what we keep, we'll have some IPL area, okay, where we'll keep all the procurement items we purchase for producing this product. So that we used to keep in a separate location. From there, we are issuing to the manufacturing location.
It's fine. And I understand that. Okay. Yeah. Within the 271S, okay, I can create such a way that based on our business requirement, I can say that if I receive any finished goods, then I can create a different storage location, different racking for that. Whatever I received for the finished goods, I will maintain separate storage, separate bins, storage type, separate racking system. Okay, I will. The 271S, how many splits I can do that? The racking system. Mezzanine.
Yeah, if that is the case, even 3 storage locations is also not required. I can separate have the storage type and the bin for purchase procurement one area, for sales another area, manufacturing another area. With a single location also possible to manage.
That's what I told you. You can do it, but the visibility you will lose it. Okay, how much stock you receive within the storage location, how much stock you received, you don't know, right? So if you make it is a best practice. Okay, if you separate the storage location, then only you can say that, okay, how much I received. Purchasing, I say how much they received. Okay, until final confirmation of the within a warehouse, then the stock will say it as a 571D. The moment it confirms, the stock will move to the 271S. That is for available for sale. Okay, for the betterment of the movements, betterment of the how much stock I received, how much stock I issued. So you are mapping these many storage locations. Okay, otherwise it mess everything if you don't make it to storage location. But it's a possible. That's what I'm telling you. You want to struggle it, you can do that. That's fine. There is no problem. You can set up for one storage location for everything. Okay, but how you are going to allocate? Do you want to mess up your even receiving stock for the allocation? Even that is not at all even check. That is not at all see that the quality and whether is a product is good or not. Do you want to allocate? Not checked product to the your customer, or you are going to issue that just the moment you receive from the supplier or some other company, and you want to directly.
That is totally agreed. You are absolutely right. Generally, as you said, the procurement, whatever we are receiving from the vendor, we used to keep in a separate location. Whatever we are issuing to the customer or to the stock transfer to my other plant as a finished goods, we'll keep a separate location. But generally, what we seen in my company and all, the procurement and the procurement area, from there we will issue the raw material to the production. And once the production is completed, the finished goods will come and sit in the, as you said, 271S. Like
it's all business here. That's what
I think. Let me summarize this. So I think what is happening is that a lot of the students, including me, what we are thinking is a 3-level BOM at a minimum. Raw material in one location, sub-assembly in another production supply area, and then the finished goods in the 271S. That's what we are envisioning. Now, I guess what Naidu you are saying is that think of it this way: both your sub-assembly, which is a semi-finished product, we don't sell it to the customer. We keep it only inside the warehouse to use it on an FG. Both that semi-finished and FG on the IM side are sitting in 271S. Think of it this way. But in EWM, we'll section it so that production supply for semi-finished, production supply for finished is going to somehow get segregated. That's where we are having a gray area in understanding that, because in our mind,
that's what it's all business requirement, how you want it. See, one of friend is asking.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
If you want to you want to use for production supply directly 571D, directly you want to do that. That is also possible. But as per the EWM, the way they set up is they are not issuing 571D, 271D directly. They do from the 271S. It's available for sale only. Because there we have a reserve areas on. But the only thing is within the 271S, you can always segregate finished goods, semi-finished goods, how you want to manage, you can always maintain. And from which storage location you want to issue, that's where you can set up from within 271S to production supply area. Okay. So generally we issue for production through the reserve areas. There is separate reserve areas, we do that. Okay, it's all separate business, but you can map however they wanted, you can set up.
But that's okay. As we move forward, we just need to make sure we are very clear in future where how that production order process order is staging, where that semi-finished process order is getting goods received, where that semi-finished is getting staged for the finished goods, and where that finished goods is getting received and shipped out of. That's where we need to make sure that we have at least at a minimum of 3-level BOM, all levels being in EWM. We need to see that.
But we are not working on production, as you know that, because very clear. But we are going to give overview on that, production.
Yes, of course. Yeah, of course. We just kind of we would section it. That's not a problem.
Yeah.
But
our focus more on inbound, outbound, all these things. All complex related.
Right.
That is but production also we cover it, but that is so much. But we'll see how we extend. But still, we will explain complete business process and everything. Okay. But as I said, right, it's a good to go for 271S rather than direct receiving. But anyway, it's a business how they want it. But still, we can set up, however they want it. Whether they want to within a warehouse, whether you even IM based location, is a up to the business. Okay? We can set up.
Okay, all right.
Okay, but
I have one question.
Like in case of inbound, you are receiving a good. Now from a IM position, basically you can basically understand that how much stock you have received, but actually you don't know how much you are keeping in store in the door, how much you are putting in the VAS area, how much you are putting in the staging area, right? Now
they
from
can't see,
IM
right?
perspective, exactly. So from MM side, from the IM positions, basically going into MMB, I can check the stock that how much I have received. But how do I differentiate that within 271D, I am keeping some of the stock in door, keeping some of them in VAS, and keeping some of them in staging area? What is the parameter through which I can differ?
That's what I told him, right? See, you should understand S4 guys, who is the purchasing guys. They can see only they can see quantity and value only. Okay, they can't see more than that. Okay? Only warehouse guys can see. So warehouse supervisor can see more detail. He will approach. Hey, come on, guy. My S4 system is saying this much quantity is there, but he can see even blocked also. He can see blocked stock. He can see all these things like how much the unordered stock, how much schedule, everything is there. But he can't say like within the 571D where is it, like whether just they receipted or whether it is lying in the quality area, whether it is lying in the deconsolidation. The more details
so
he can.
I can understand, but my question is that if the storage location is 271D within, and if I'm linking that to availability group 001, that means it is a single location, isn't it? How am I differentiating? Means 271D is not linked with 001, 002, 003 at a time, so that I can understand that, well, this much
is linked. It is a linked. It is a link. 271 is linked to 001. That's what I'm. See, I've not gone through that. Okay, don't worry, because we have not done a lot of configuration is pending. Right, we have not moved into EWM side. So just we define now. So once we move that one, then I will tell you how to map it there. These are locations, IM based location to EWM availability groups. Okay, then you will know that how to establish relation between this.
We have not gone to that level, I think.
Yeah,
this is a good conversation, team.
We are covering, even upfront we are discussing actually. That's what we are. Since I presented the graphical representation, so that's the reason we are talking. Okay, but it's fine. Just to wait, maybe. Next class we will do EWM. Now S4 we have done it. Okay, S4 organized structure is completed now. Okay, then I will do plant activation. All these things we will do. That's where is not a problem. Okay, we can check one time. Plant activation we do that. Okay, so next we will focus on EWM organized structure. Then after that, okay, then we build the relation. Then we establish the relation, how to integrate between this one. Okay, how we can integrate with the master data. Whether it is embedded means is a SIF is required. If it is non-embedded, okay, there is no need of SIF. Okay, so like that, how we can distribute the deliveries, like what are the background that queued remote functional controls, and how we can distinguish S4 logical system, how define that system as a physical naming, so that these things we will go next level. Okay, they're doing one by one we are doing, but I'm giving more information because you already know somebody more previously, and somebody that already we discussed the previous sessions.
Sir,
thanks, Naidu.
Where we are storing these recordings? Does anyone know?
This all is recorded by Sastrageek. I think you check with the Oman, and they will store, and they will before sending, they will modify these videos. Properly they will maintain the topic by topic, and also they will do that. If at all you want to go and check only definition, they will do some.
They're sending link for each and every recording team.
We check with them.
Okay. First session, they already sent the link. For yesterday and today, I think they'll be sending it.
And best before closing this one, okay, if no questions means, okay, this is what we have done as of now. Okay, creation of company code, plant, storage location, and the dummy warehouse. We already we made assignments between this one. Okay, next we will focus on EWM part next class. Then then after that, I think next class we will be there better in position. Next class by that time we will establish. And we create some inbound deliveries also.
Will we be receiving the PPTs or?
Yeah, I'm not sharing, just this is just one picture, am I right? So that's what. But I will see
No, I
whether
mean,
I can.
yeah, that will be helpful because being a totally newcomer like me, the more I see this, the more it kind of sticks in my brain. I mean, just yeah.
That's what I speak with the graphical. Okay.
I'm understanding really well, and these pictures will kind of reinforce things well, so that that's the reason why for me PPTs are very important. So just asking, it'll be helpful if you could share it.
That's what even the people they don't know anything, they might have already come across, how we started with this one, So how we framing now. So at the end of the, that's what my target is. Even they don't know any SAP, they should understand. Even they are highly experienced, I know this is for them is boring, but that our target of audiences is the person who don't know anything. That's where because that's where we put a mastery and excellence. Okay, it's a little boring, but it's okay.
Yeah.
Once you set up this one, after that we won't discuss.
Naidu, it's not boring. It is better understanding.
No, it's good. Better to. It's a rock solid. The understanding we need.
Yeah, I know that a lot of people left the SAP. If they don't know all these things, they struggle.
No, actually, no. To tell you the truth, your explanation, the clarity and flow is excellent. The thing is, I mean, I'm talking as a newcomer. Clarity and flow is excellent. My only suggestion would be whatever questions are there in between, it's better they text it and let all the verbal questioning and all happen in the end. In that way, I mean, the newcomers, it won't be a problem for us. So that is my suggestion. But if people can cooperate, we can follow that procedure.
Yeah. What we can do, we will stop in between. Okay, after our first session, we'll take a break. Then we'll go through all the questions. Okay, then we will move it to the next. Okay, that's when we do that.
Yeah, I do agree. Like, certain questions may, it may cross their mind. They can text it at that time. So it'll be in the chat and, you can take it towards the end. Because when the flow is continuously going on, as newcomers, we are understanding it step by step. Suddenly we lose touch. I mean, they are experts. They know it end to end, but see, that's the thing. Honestly,
the expert question is really good. But if you are touching only basics, right? We're not gone to EWM stuff. If you're asking EWM question, then it will not be good. It'll create confusion.
Exactly. Yeah.
As you suggested, you can have the questions dropped somewhere in Notepad or something. When we come
texting
to
is fine.
Then you can text also. But you have a group, am I right? Why don't you post in the group? You can answer it. I will answer as much as possible, but if I'm busy,
but Mr. Naidu, now the class is going on is the mastery or excellence? Which base now this is proceeding?
Focus mastery, but if I come to know that everybody is going mastery and excellence, then we cover both. Okay.
No, this course covers both. That's what I heard the initial session.
If they say it's fine, it's not my part. If they confirmed you that this is going to cover the entire session, then I will cover entire session.
Yeah, that's what they said. Those who enrolled after your demo within 2 days, excellence is also included in the package.
Then it's fine. We are going to cover every session. So this is what I covered last time. These are the topics I covered. So I'm not at all looking our syllabus also, because I know I've already gone through syllabus, but we cover everything. So after go back to see that oh sir, you covered everything. You say that. Oh, we covered more than that. Even I've not seen this one. Okay. If you saw the excellence, we come up so much. It's very advanced thing I covered here. Even they've not even mentioned anyway.
But I think what is important though is that from the right progression, should mastery be completed first, and then excellence actually starts as a separate piece that goes on a certain duration. No.
If it together all this one, it will be there. See this, my numbers also there. See already they put there is a link between this one. Okay. If I'm going for everything, then I will go for step by step like this. Okay. So that you know that what is something.
Sorry, we're not seeing it. If you're sharing the PowerPoint slide.
Oh, okay. This is what last time session we've gone through this. Okay. Now we are here. Okay. Warehouse terminal we completed. We completed org structure. EWM we'll see. Even last time also, we didn't complete that. Okay, we moved into next session. Then we covered landscape between ERP. Okay, then after that, ERP integration checks, availability concept, creation of master data, all these things we cover. Then inbound process also, that's what we are doing. Then warehouse document type. So then, like that, we build the one by one. Then strategies, like next a complex process. Then like that, we go further. And a site integration test. Again, exceptional handling and radio frequency. So like that, we build one by. Then after that, outbound process, simple outbound. Again, all the document types, configuration. Then you go for this. Okay. Then after that, physical inventory. Then this time we added some more things because, and also cross-docking, ad management, we split this one again. And also combination of LOSC, POSC, and receiving label. So there are so many topics, so that's what, if you, I'm not even looking around the syllabus also. But
is it possible to share this Excel sheet, Naidu?
Just check it with Sastrageek, because please me, and I'm not authorized anything, but certainly you can get it from them.
So whom can we talk to regarding
So
PPT and this one?
already provided on our LMS. When you check in the gamifier one, you will see the course curriculum that is already available there.
So for PPT, whom do we ask?
That I will upload tomorrow on just behind the video.
Perfect. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. Thank you very
Yeah,
much.
hello. Can we download from that videos? Because we can't download actually. There is no option.
No, sir. Downloading is not available. You can only watch.
Then no use.
Okay,
right? You can read it. The same thing will be available in video as well. There won't be much.
You can read it, but you have 1 year access, fine. But that some of the things we got this information several sources, so that's again things we don't want to say.
Hello.
If you have download option, so that we can note down something and we can modify the scenarios kind of thing. So if it is not able to download, then again we need to type an Excel sheet to understand. This is double work for us.
See, Aman, we know that maybe downloading of the classes and all will have some issue, but at least if you can share this Excel and PPT in some other channel, maybe to our drive.
Yes, sir, that is not an issue. PPT and Excel I will try to provide tomorrow, but the recordings are not available to download.
Okay. Yeah,
that is fine. Recording is not required. Recording is not required. I just need only this Excel sheet and PPT. That is
sure. These Excel I will try to provide tomorrow.
Thank you, sir. Thank you.
So, Aman, again, maybe I can ask you that this mastery and excellence, when we come to know that mastery is completed and excellence started, like what is the duration?
Duration is around 2 to 2.5 months. Once they're completed, Naidu sir will tell us, and then we will notify through email or WhatsApp.
So the mastery now it is going on is a mastery class, right?
Currently, this is the mastery one going on. Once this is closed, then after then we will notify through email.
So then the excellence will start separately.
Yes.
Just I want to understand if everybody going for both, then we will go for last time whatever we have done it, same stages we will go for that. Okay, there is a lot of connection. Okay, if some people are going only mastery, then we will think of like focusing on mastery first and then excellence. If everybody who are attending here both, then I would happy to go for whatever I did last time. Okay, so that you have already between one topic to other topic, you can easily. What happens is if I finish mastery, then after come back, then you forget all in, because inbound we do a lot of things. Then you will go back. Oh, I forgot. Okay, if everybody going combination of together, then I will go back what I did last time. Okay?
Yeah, and Amen. If you can put in the LMS, what is the syllabus? Is already there syllabus for mastery and excellence?
Yes, sir, that is already there in the gamifier and the mastery and excellence. In both products, the separate file is uploaded.
Okay, thanks. Perfect. Thank you, team. See you next week. Thanks.
That syllabus, you see them just names, but we cover more than that's what I'm telling.
Yeah, that is absolutely right. That's even see some of the maybe students can have some experience because maybe the EWM is already implemented and going on. That's the reason some questions are coming. Even in my company, it's already implemented in EWM. So that's the reason some of the questions I just asked. Okay. That
Yeah,
is
you
clarity.
see,
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
And it may be
you
helpful
ask
for others
hundreds
also.
of questions, no problem. You bring your experience, you bring your issues, no problem. Okay. There is absolutely fine, no restriction for any individual in that matter.
Yeah.
You ask hundreds of questions.
But what that Mr. I don't remember his name. He mentioned that is also correct. Maybe as you rightly suggested, after he complete a particular topic, not the complete class topic, if you can give a time to ask queries, that will be better.
Yeah, that is fine. That works perfectly for all of us.
Yes.
And at the same time, in between, if you think of something, you can as well, put it in chat, right? So that towards the end, it's once again,
Yeah.
That is the thing, because for us newcomers, we need the flow and clarity.
Yeah.
So that is very essential.
Because I know that is some people will already experience, they will jump into directly. So it's we can explain, but other people may not understand, so that's what we go
I think you
logical
need
way.
you are a mediator also, so you should ensure that whatever they're asking, that should be within the topic. Right?
But sometimes they ask, it's fine. But usually we stop, we never interfere anybody until I finish it. Then nobody will ask question. Then I will stop saying, okay, any question. Then after that, then after that, we'll completely finish other. Then again, question sessions like that. We do that.
Okay.
But same time, if somebody asking, I won't interfere that.
Yeah, if
but,
this tour session, Naidu, we can give after 45 minutes for Q&A. Like that. So then for 15 minutes or something, whatever time. So by that time they can drop questions in the chat window so that we can go through, and that really helps for everyone as well, because I might be understanding the scenarios, what the experience people have, right? So this is good for them to understand the entire picture, real time as well as basics.
Yeah, absolutely fine. See, anything is fine for me. I don't have any restrictions, but just you think, whichever best, we can adapt that. Okay, not an issue.
And one question, Naidu, one question for the next class, right? For the next session. So before that, is there any reference, documentation or video that we should be, following or suggested, or we just have to wait and have to?
I am saying you guys should develop now. This much I'm giving spoon feeding now. Why don't you write a document? I will tell you how to guide. I will guide you. Assume that you are doing a project now. Don't think you are learning. You think that you are doing a real-time project. That's what I've not taken any something without any graphical nothing. Just like I'm building one warehouse now. Okay, assume that you are implementing one company. Start developing a document now. You know that how to company create. Putting all the screenshots of things. Whatever I gone through that, SAP screens. Grab one by one, put together. That's it. That is a real document only. Okay. Even SAP provide best practice document. They will also do the same thing. Okay. So in real time, if you are already if you are working for an implement partner from the SAP will provide best practice documents, like how to create all these complex process and everything. So same thing, whatever I'm doing, just you can replicate that steps, then you can for inbound or out. I think I developed inbound outbound document, but I can share that document to you. Okay. I prepared a complex inbound outbound. Some exhaust document is there. I can share that. Okay, that's not a problem.
Thank you. Thank you.
Hello, Naidu sir.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I am Sachin Anand from this side. So
yeah,
actually,
Sachin,
I have posted one issue related to the creation of warehouse tasks. So I have checked through internet, but I can see that the issue seems to be some technical issue. So how can I solve that issue? So as per the error message, it is saying that access using a zero object reference is not possible. So actually, when I try to create,
you need to see that, maybe.
Yeah.
Okay. We need to see that, because, it's not straight answer, but we need to check your warehouse, see where is configuration missing, anything, something, we need to check that.
Actually, I have followed your video. Actually, I have noted down all these steps and I have replicated the same in the system.
One more thing, Sachin, I can say that, somebody messed up my warehouse, Okay, I'm telling, because before I thought to give a like complex inbound process, as a demo. When I want to supposed to do that, my warehouse, somebody is messed up. A lot of
Okay.
things they deleted. Okay? A lot of things they deleted. But I can catch that person, but I don't want, just we kept like that. They deleted so many things. Can't believe that, I struggled. Almost I fixed some extent, but somewhere I missed it. Almost I spent 6-7 hours to try to fix it. But still, the last bit I didn't. Then I thought, okay, we didn't present that. Otherwise, previous sessions we presented a complex in one process, complete end to end.
Yes. Actually, I have checked also in the system, and I can see that some of the data is not present, which you configured earlier. So actually, I thought that maybe due to some reference activity, it disappeared.
No. That somebody's deleted or some while copying they deleted. For example, there could be some possibility. They could while copying they might have copied mine and they deleted mine. So like that, there are something happens. That's why.
Okay. And I have posted 3 questions actually based on my understanding of the EWM so far now. So like actually I do not understood properly like what is the difference between deconsolidation and dekitting. Dekitting,
Don't
I
worry about that.
understood.
Yeah. No, dekitting means that's what is at the end of the day, deconsolidation means you dismantle and unpack and repack it there. Okay, whether it is the same part or different parts, or is a very larger HU where you want to, it may not fit into the way in a warehouse bin because where we have a strict length and width and weight dimensions. So that, or else because you don't want to put into floor location. In that instance, then you dismantle, like you unpack and repack there. So through the deconsolidation work center. So that's where we. But anyway, don't worry. You are joining November, right? You practice. Okay. The secret of SAP is a practice. Okay. Anybody wants to learn, practice. You follow day one. Whatever I explain now. Yeah, I created org structure. You create org structure this week. Okay. Next week, I explain. You follow 1-to-1. Then you may not. What happens is, if you record something, if somebody deleted, if you copy mine, then, it's a very difficult to figure out. That's what even I struggle to figure out mine. Oh my God, I struggle like anything. That's why people, this were very careful while copying and all.
Yeah. So actually for that reason, actually I followed 1710 from the beginning.
Yeah.
Because it's available. So for that.
Just use it, your 1710, whatever I'm explaining. So is good for you rather than copying my number, because if sometime, if you're copying, it may delete mine. So then, we will struggle to fix it. Okay. That's advice.
Okay.
You also think that you are also doing freshly. Okay. So whatever I'm copying, same thing you could try to replicate like that. Rather than copying mine, it won't help you for that because you won't learn it. You do that listen video and then follow that. Okay.
Yeah, and in one of the projects, actually, we discussed that can we cancel the PMR? So a warehouse team told us that it's very difficult to cancel the PMR. So is it true or like any solution?
It's not like that. Maybe we can discuss out of this topic. That's what I sent a message, am I right? Maybe we'll have a call through, maybe Teams, you can give a shout sometime so we can discuss. Okay.
Yes. Okay. Please.
Naidu, Srikanth here. I have a question actually.
Go ahead, Srikanth.
Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, go ahead, Srikanth.
Yeah, actually I have posted a query like in real-time projects also, generally the user SAP will recommend to copy the new plant from reference plant, or can we create it normally? It's because
you follow the same thing. Even finance guys, they do all because they don't develop anything from the scratch. They baseline is the best practice. From that they copy, then they modify that. Okay. It's not like they copy everything from they develop from the scratch, even real time. Okay. Even in that sense, even EWM, anything in that matter. Okay. They will copy existing configuration. They will develop based on that. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Sir, I have one more question. The Pranab this side. So, as per the organization structure, you are showing us one warehouse, but just keeping a real-time example, a company might have 2 different warehouses, right? So if we have 2 different warehouses, I can understand that if we know the configuration of one warehouse, we can similarly create another warehouse for the same. but can we proceed ahead with that kind of
yeah, you can roll out. You can see once you make it one warehouse properly, then you can roll out same template to other warehouse also. Okay, yeah. But you want to do transfer between the different plants, maybe different two company codes and the plants also different. Then you can do that through the stock transfer order. So one company creates outbound delivery. That means they will deliver it. You receive as the inbound delivery. Vice versa. Yes. You deliver it as the outbound through the outbound. They receive as the inbound delivery to the company. Right. Assume that if it is one company with the two plants, then through the plant to plant, so you can do stock transfer order also. One plant to another. Okay. Within the plant, if you have a location, storage locations, as I said, within this one plant, two warehouses IM based, to remaining non-IM based, that locations also may not be the same. It may be different cities. Okay. Yeah. Assume that how I can, because there are some regions, constraint. My warehouse cannot fit for every stock. What I can do, I can keep some stock IM based location temporarily. Whenever I wanted, I can create through the MyGo transaction, then receiving from IM based location into warehouse managed location through the MyGo transaction, through the inbound deliveries. Similarly, if I don't want to deliver it like very huge stock I have in available for sale. I don't want to keep. So I can send it some of the stock to IM based location, some other city temporarily. Okay. Then I create it through MyGo outbound delivery to deliver to a different location. You understand? So within the plant, there's IM based and non-IM based. Like that's where we need to understand. Okay, how you can transfer the stock.
Okay. Well, and one more question, like can we have the recorded session of the previous batch in our Teachable? In that case, what will happen is we can go through that particular topic for the day.
So, yeah. If I don't know, that is all completely a Sastrageek because it's not my related. Please check.
Yeah.
I don't think they say which is unless you opt for a different way. Okay.
Okay. Probably Aman can guide us.
Yeah.
So normally after how many hours are we going to receive the recording? Generally, Aman?
They're doing very quick now. If you say, for example, if you finish yesterday and today, I think they will deliver by a couple of days. I think so.
Okay. All right.
They will deliver very quick. That's what they are doing.
Okay. Now. Thanks.
But number of hours you ask somebody, we took last time more than 70-75 hours. So there is no thumb rule, please. Okay. I'm not going one to point as a businessman. Like
no.
1.5 hour, 1.5 hour. It's not like that,
No,
so
that is not what my question was like, okay, we completed the class now. So when will we be receiving this recording?
Yeah.
So that is after how many hours? That was my question. That's all.
When I'm talking, even other person, they ask how many hours. That's what I want to answer. It. Okay. So there is no thumb rule, strictly only these many hours. So we mentioned these many like that. So, the topic it varies, so
yeah,
we have some more things. So that's where we stretch. Depends on how patient you are enough. Okay. How patient you listen it. So we stretch sometime 2 hours, 3.5 hours, sometime maximum 3 hours. It won't more than that. Maximum 2 hours to 2.5 hours, 3 hours sometime. Okay. But the topics will extend. For example, we expected some topic will be 2-3 hours. It may go for 6 hours, even 8 hours, because we add a lot of things there. So many things, so many scenarios we run it. So it means on an average, assume that now we adding some more EWM as integration. So it may go for maybe 50, 60, 70, even maybe 100 it may touch. We never know, but we'll see. Okay, but
hi Naidu, this is Umesh. I have a question, Naidu. So are we cover the 3PL scenarios in this training?
We won't cover 3PL, but we'll explain that, it depends on business. That's what we will give. When we discuss some topic, we'll explain that. Okay, assume that this is the business case. Okay, this is the business case. How we are going to do that. That's what everything we define as a business case. Now we define company as a business. Am I right? That's what we started. We assume that Sastrageek is a company, they have something. So we defined as a business. I told you who is collecting that information. Okay, I told you who is going to work with what? Implementation partner, who is that guy, and who is a business guy. How they talk to each other, how they collect the inputs, and how they develop the fit gap analysis, how they and prepare the as is business processes, and that's where it works. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
That's what I clearly said. You assume you are implementing a SAP project. Okay, that's where. So that every point we discuss business case and saying what are the inputs you collect from the business.
Don't forget to subscribe our channel and click on bell icon to update yourself with latest SAP videos.
What you discuss, what you prepare the document. Okay. Then after preparing, how you prepare the configuration. Once you configuration, what you have to do. Okay. Once you test it, how you have to ask user to test it. Once you for the testing user purpose, what documents you're supposed to prepare it. Okay. So that a person, he doesn't do anything because he doesn't know if you talk about configuration. Only he knows only if you give me transaction step by step, how to create a purchase order, how to create inbound delivery. Only you need to grab his screenshots, take the screenshot, tell him these are transaction. Then he knows that's it. He doesn't know. I mean, he is not interested more about background of the configurations. He's least bothered. He's only how to create a purchase order, how to create the inbound delivery.
Yes. And also, can we get any SAP books, published books for EWM?
Sastrageek should give that, should be there, right? If you want to do certification, there should be some documents. Just check with them. They should provide you all the 100 series, 200 series, 300, like that is there SAP EWM. If you want certification.
What is the latest, the module, like latest version for the EWM right now in the market?
I'm not sure that because now if you want certification is the 2021, right? That's what is 22, right? Certification 22 is there, but syllabus may not difference. There are no difference documents. Maybe few things, but it won't make any difference if and also certification side. Okay, but you follow my videos. If that's it, you can clear anything. Okay, you can clear any exam, any test you can clear, any interviews or anything, you can face anybody. Okay.
Yeah. So the EWM version that we are working on for the practice is 9.5, right?
No. That is for the ECC side. We are working S4. Okay. S4.
Oh, S4. Okay. So there is no version or anything like that. Like
no,
somebody asked.
No. That is for ECC side. In case you are implementing ECC to EWM, then 9.6, that is the latest version. Okay.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay, thank you.
So nothing is there. We will drop out and we will continue next session with. But what is my best suggestion is you start right away. Don't wait that you listen to videos. If you get a chance and try to make a S4 org structure and follow one-to-one relation so that we can answer whatever problems you come across, rather than if you delay some 2-3 months, if you come across even difficult to answer some other thing, but better practice it. Okay, I know you are busy, but try to do practice so that it's a worth for you, your investment, your time. So at the end of the day, if you attend the meetings and listen, it won't help you. You need to practice it. Only practice. Secret is for any software in that matter. Practice. Practice.
So where we can ask questions if he's stuck during the.
Right. There is a SAP. There is a group in a Telegram, I believe.
Oh yeah. Okay.
You post there.
Okay.
Yeah. That 99% I answered last time. I didn't disappoint any individual. Even I answered. Even I taken a call. Some people are struggling, but I answered. Yeah, because the interview sessions. Even there are people they bought a self also. Even I don't know them, but I answered all. I give whatever support I can do that. But it's good actually if you do one-to-one. If you next time if you come, if you also do it for org structure, that's good actually. Then if you follow day by day, then you can remember, and also you can also test. And if you have a problem, it's easy to explain also. We can go back to your warehouse and check in real. Here itself, rather than answering later stages. Okay, a few minutes after session, who are interested to continue, then they can wait, and we will check your warehouse and clear at some of the issues. And anybody interested to take a test, certification?
Yes,
Naidu.
Read books. That's what the certification documents are important. Just get a Sastrageek, read that one. That's right. Once you go through this sessions, complete session, then by reading, it's easy for you. It's a catwalk for you. Okay. Then then you practice some of the tests. Then whatever is available, then you can clear that. Okay.
Yeah. So hi Naidu. So I have applied a certification for EWM at the end of April. So do I need to follow the SAP certification books or SAP press books? Which one?
Books are important. See, don't think just a clearing certificate. You think you are learning. Read the books, understand the concepts. Then after that, will be happy that.
Okay.
It will give value added, but same time people will expect them, right? In interviews they expect what you have done it, how you have done it. So that's give some value definitely, but don't just think the only certification will help you. Okay? Give some value definitely, but focus the theory. If you read the theory, then you can do interviews very well. Okay. Okay, guys. If no question, I will stop today. I know because I thought to start even EWM, but I didn't start. But it's fine. Next class we can cover.
Just one last question: that the shipping point relationship to 271D, is that just where the shipping point is a virtual relationship?
Yes. See.
Okay. Thank you.
Shipping point is see, with the shipping point is the address, right? It's a locality. By creating only that you should give a relation between the plant, which plant the shipping point belongs. Otherwise, the system won't know that. Okay.
Yeah.
Shipping point is assigned to the plant.
Yeah, plant. Yeah.
Okay. It may be a SAP behavior, but Naidu, why we have to create two? In this case, anyway, we are creating multiple shipping points based on the need and usage of the SharePoint, warehouse location, right? Then again, shipping point is an additional step, isn't it? If we are performing the same activity, just for the sake of address, isn't it?
No, that's what shipping point is the base location when you want to receive the goods, and when you want to deliver goods also, that is the shipping point is the base location. That is the shipping address. Okay. You
address of any of
the. It's not a warehouse. Is the location? It's not a plant. Please note down. Shipping point is
no. The question is related to the shipping, the storage location and the shipping point. If we are representing our warehouse into different storage location as availability group, then what is the real purpose of shipping point here? Because
see the way the way EWM is architected such a way that shipping
it is designed like that.
It's designed such a way that okay. Even storage locations we have address. You have a plant also address. You have a SCM supply chain. It is also a location. But shipping point, the way they designed all the deliveries, everything, shipping point is the base point. Okay, that's where how you receive the goods and how you deliver it. That's where they designed. Okay. So even if you are delivering means there is shipping point required. That is address from that. That is address means that is our warehouse location. Okay. If no question, then we'll catch you next session, guys. Okay.